And as you can see, we got a new look, guys. What do y'all think, man? We got a new look. You see the little overlay, little purpleness happening. This is cool, and I want you to experience that yourself, Outlander, so you know.
Oh yeah, I see it right
Follow,
there.
subscribe, Twitter, and as you see the little buttons there, we got the YouTube, got the Twitch, got the Patreon, and the Twitter. So B.o.P on Twitter. Make sure you follow that. Like, follow, subscribe, notification bell, so you guys understand when we go on, you are notified, and everybody will be logged on. And as he figures out how to
works,
lower
at
it,
least we know.
at least we know the volume works and everything's good. But just do not smack that drink. It was a top viewing video on TikTok of the Accidente that he had pulled on episode 10. So we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Ain't that right, Outlandish?
Yes, that's good.
All right. So again, let us know in the comments what you think about the overlay. It is brand new. We just put it in. The only thing we're still working on is the live chat that everybody will see. It's only working on Twitch for some reason. We're going to make sure we get that working. These buttons that you do see right above, and by that, I mean, there you go. Right there, okay, those little buttons, right? They're not clickable, but we do have the actual social media.
We're in the process of trying to get that done. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, you know, we only could do so much. But thank you all for those that have subscribed and checking out the content. Thank you, much appreciated. Won't be doing this without y'all, and we're just giving you the news, rants, and IOOs. Okay, so youtube.com/BoP Gaming. You check that out. We are live currently. Like, follow, subscribe, again, hit the notification bell. Mm-hmm. We have the Twitch as well. Outlandish and I tend to play some we play games when we can, but we can play games on there, but we actually do the actual live stream on Twitch right now. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. Then Twitter, of course, we do some updates, get some retweets, and then some conversations and some debates that we have on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Make sure you follow that. Twitter.com. BoP Gaming. You see the little two dudes fuse. Okay, there's gonna be more to come. We're gonna have a little streaming soon, customized page, so that's gonna be cool.
That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that one.
And then that, they have the fusion dance for a reason, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Shouts out that designer because she's the one that did it. She's gonna shout her out. What's the name? Does she have a screen?
Liz, thank you so much.
Yep.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, it's amazing. Like, her work is great. Love it. So happy for it.
And that's the logo right above there and behind me, of course. They have the fusion character, so hopefully we might see that next week. Or
the fully fusion one?
Yeah, because that's the streaming. So the idea is to have that and the fuse, and then have our socials in the bottom as streaming soon. So if we are late like this, unfortunately, due to technology and updates and audio,
yeah, there was some technology issues.
Yeah. I didn't tell my system to go ahead and update, and all of a sudden it resetted all the audio on my end. So it takes me a while to figure that out, and then when I did. Testing 1, 2, 3, and we're good to go.
Exactly.
Just like that. Exactly. So we did that. So what you do see here, we explain YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, but we didn't explain the Patreon button. So I'm gonna give that to Outlander. So explain to us what we have in store for the Patreon.
Okay, so we decided that we're gonna do a little Patreon for the people who would like to support us. Of course, up to you, decision of yours. So what with the Patreon is to get us to be more of a community, speak about different topics, things about that we may miss or anything like that. So there's a couple of tiers right now. As of now, like I said, we just began this, so. We have a couple of tiers, and then, of course, we'll add more later in the future once we kind of more establish ourselves. So at the $3 tier, if you want to do the $3, you'll be able to pretty much be able to pick a topic that could go into a poll that, the audience will vote for, and basically the top, let's say, like 2 or 3 topics that wins on the poll, we'll be able to, we'll discuss that in our podcast. And then we also have a $5 one that, along with, of course, the poll choice, and you'll also be able to get exclusive behind the scenes of everything. So you get to see us going crazy, all of us going like technology issues and stuff like that.
You get to see all of that.
You'll be able to see all of that.
All the bloopers, and we're hilarious. Behind the scenes, we're
obviously,
hilarious.
and things too, like research and all that type of stuff. We'll show things like that along those natures and all that. So, stuff that, happens behind the scenes that you guys don't see. It's not the most prettiest of things, but people like to see that. So that's one thing. And then we got the $10 one, which is, a little higher, but the reward there is actually pretty good. Pretty much, as long as it's game related, you are able to tell us what topic to talk about, and we talk about it. It'll be right in the thing.
Game related, guys.
That's what I say, game related.
Game related.
It has to be game related, obviously.
Got to be game related. And there's a lot of hot topics that we don't even touch, but we want to get to the major, big ones, and then our opinions. So we want to know your opinions as well.
So so those will be the three top thing. Like I said, it's already up, but obviously we don't have a link yet to thing. Maybe we'll put it like on our YouTube or something as a link to put it on there.
Yeah, we're gonna tag it onto all the social medias. But right now, as far as making it interactive for the live stream, we want to make sure the links are clickable. And if it's not clickable, we'll figure something out. But right now, that's the goal. So if you're watching it on the Facebook too, which is not even on here actually, but the Facebook, because it's kind of more personal and whatnot for Facebook. But for those that want to go to YouTube and then Twitch and then Twitter, you want to go ahead and log that on, and then you can click on the link and it goes right there. We're doing the same thing for Patreon as well. So, and then right now, because of the delay, we didn't have any time to bring up the pictures, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to do it live, okay?
Hold
we're
on,
going to do it
things
live.
are not working right now.
Oh, you're ending with this chatting involved?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this
See the
out. Something just happened. It just...
But I want to actually talk about one thing too, because next week, which is Friday, by the way, guys, it will be Friday. I'm going to update our Twitch schedule. Friday, we're going to have a special guest next week joining us on BoP Gaming. Okay? We're doing it for the actual... this Friday, of course, threw us everything off. But next Friday, letting y'all know, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And then we're right back to regular schedule on that Saturday, baby. But we're going to go ahead.
Shout out to Lopes. He said the background is crazy.
What do you mean crazy? Meaning... Oh, okay. So
You
you said background. I'm thinking audio. So I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean crazy? I tried to solve that.
He
talked about the
overlay.
the
He doesn't
raining,
know what it's called.
the purple comment,
He said it's
purple
crazy,
comment
so
type.
he said
Good
he
looks.
likes
Thank
that.
you. Feedback is what we need, my friend. And I like it. It's nice. I like the little purple flames on the side of it. It's pretty cool. So getting
It kind of gets
updated,
like a media kind of shower.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys. But let's shout out the special guest for next week. BBJ.
BBJ, yes.
Absolutely, BBJ.
BBJ.
He'll be coming in. He does have his own podcast as well.
Yes,
we know
he
that.
does.
We know that.
He's
I think it's
gonna
Joseph. I forgot the actual handle. I'm gonna have to look that up because I've been going on a couple of times and then it just it was there.
It's
Joe's Continuum.
Something like
Joe's Continuum. That's exactly what it is.
okay,
Joe's
yeah.
Continuum. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
shouts
yeah.
out to BBJ. He's gonna be here. Mainly, it ties into gaming, but at the same time, it goes to more of the anime type deal. So we're gonna know that it's gonna be BBJ and Outlandish gonna be speaking on it, and he is an Xbox boy. You know what I'm saying? So he loves his Xbox. So I would love to have his peace of mind, and we can have a good formal debate.
Formal debate, really.
Yeah, you don't want to get sensitive most of the time, but you want to get to the common ground of the Xbox
I could
and versus
debate,
the PlayStation.
I could debate peacefully. I can. I don't have to get ratchet. I'm not always ratchet. I know I can get. I know I can be, but I can.
Well, BBJ is always welcome, and he'll be here next week on Friday, and we're going to talk about Xbox, the gaming climate, and his opinions and all that. So it's going to be great. It's going to be fun, and maybe from here on out, we'll get some special guests in to come in.
Oh, that'll be
great.
fantastic.
That'll be
but
fantastic.
Yeah, he'll be our first one.
It'll be fantastic. Yes, sir. And then he can plug his own podcast. We want to know what's his season 2's coming. You know, want to make sure season 2 is popping with his anime, because I know the last thing he watched was and shouts out to BBJ. If you're watching this, you already know what time it is. Demon Slayer, which actually did more numbers than Mortal Kombat, and he went ahead and watched that.
Oh, the movie, yeah.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, yep, for the movie.
Yeah.
Which was funny because I did not even think about that. The only anime that I thought about it was Dragon Ball Super,
It's so good.
and I just
So good.
all right. So
You're missing a good one. Right?
yeah, apparently I am.
It's such a good anime, and the movie is good too. So.
First topic while I search for the image so we can talk about it. Or maybe I can grab it from my other archives.
Let me discuss. Let's do the Timesplitters one. It's a nice little Easy
Okay.
one. So, the game Timesplitters, I'm sure you guys remember.
Yeah, explain what that is.
Because I don't know if you remember, but it was a game that came out for the PS2.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, you remember the games, right?
Oh, I remember.
It was a shooter game, but it also had like kind of like what time warp type of things.
Yeah.
It was
I
a-
never even got the concept. I just went ahead and
It was a very weird concept, but it was
Yeah.
a cult hit. A lot of people loved it.
Yeah, it was
So
a
there
lot of- it was an arcade favorite.
There was a 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4 was supposed to be made. Got delayed numerous times, then finally got canceled.
it was so delayed. I thought it came out.
It got delayed, so and then
I
got
thought it came
canceled.
out.
It never came out. Number 4. So we thought, series is dead. What's gonna happen? But they decided that they're going to. It's just announced that they're going to make a new one. They haven't even started on the game. They just
Yeah, they
announced
literally
it.
just talked about, hey, look, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, but the good thing is,
So stay tuned.
the company that's doing it is Deep Silver, which is originally from
Got the image right up for you
from
guys.
Free Radical Design, which is the original makers of the game, and the main heads of that team is actually going to be making this game. Steve Ellis and David Doak. They're both going to be making this game, so that's a good sign because then they should be able to make it like, how it was in the past, but of course updated with the new. And I can imagine a game like this being on the PS5. I'm sure it will be. And obviously on the Xbox, because the game, if I remember correctly, Timesplitters was like a multiple system game.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I put the image up. If you could probably see it, it's right up there.
Oh yeah, I
now.
see. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a it was a multi game. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun, and I like the whole time traveling thing, but with the whole shooting thing too. It was great, and like I said, huge cult classic. And a game like this, thinking it was dead, but now it's going to be coming back to life, is actually pretty awesome. And obviously, this is not the only games that this company has made. They made Crisis 2 and 3 and the ports of the first Crisis, along with Haze and Second Sight. So they have some titles on there, especially the Crisis games, because that was a huge game for the PC. And of course, the meme of it being like, can your game run Crisis?
Yeah.
Remember that whole meme that was in back in the day? It's like, because Crisis is such a graphic intensive game that it was a whole meme about that, which was hilarious. But yeah, honestly, I was pretty happy about this. And like I said, we haven't had any news or anything like that ever since Timesplitters 4 was canceled back in 2012. So freaking almost 10 years later, and it's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
And to have that, to have it come out like, hey, look, it's coming out. We don't know if it's going to be for VR.
We don't know. Like I said,
And that could be cool for VR.
Yeah, I would think that would actually be pretty cool. Like I said, they just know they're going to announce it and they're going to start working on it.
E3 might be where they're going to announce that.
No, I don't think it's too early for that because they haven't even started on it yet. Earliest, I would say early next year. Earliest. Because they haven't even started. So
Really?
what trailer are they going to show? Because they haven't even started on it yet.
Hey, you'd be surprised. They always have trailers in 4 months later. Oh, my God. She getting mad because we eat and she already ate. She wants more. Oi.
Jesus.
That's how she's reacting?
Jesus.
That's terrible, man. Don't mind the dog, people. She's max blasting this audio right now.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
All right, so that is done with Timesplitters. That's all we had, right?
Yeah, for the Timesplitters one, yeah.
Okay, so let's get rid of that real quick. So we're gonna go and dive into. Let's see here. Bear with me just one moment, guys, while I go ahead and. Let's see. I'm gonna get the image here. Yeah, she big mad. She big mad, yo. She was like, I want food. I want tacos, yo. But there's
Dogs
a lot of
can't eat
stuff that they
tacos.
can't eat that. So it's like we're not trying to You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay.
So what's next?
So now we're going to touch on Epic versus Apple.
Oh, yes.
And currently at this moment, they probably are concluding Tim Cook came in to testify today.
I'm sorry. I just know what happened.
So I really don't want to bore everybody when it comes to numbers, but we're probably gonna need to do so, and I'm gonna try to look it up here. Take here, Epic verse. I had the link, but I'm gonna bring it up for you guys here. Let's see. Hopefully, I'll get the actual link here, but yeah. All right, cool. So now, let's see if this is what I'm looking for here. So if you guys obviously don't know, there's been an Epic versus Apple debate happening, and by debate meaning they're in court because of what Fortnite tried to pull on App Store's issue. Apple went thermonuclear, which is funny because they don't really tell you that how Apple was so grimy. So, but what happened was Epic violated. Apple went ahead and banned them, but Apple went a step further and tried to get rid of the tools that Epic owns, which is the Unreal Engine, which if they did that and if they were successful, they would have wiped out a lot and tons of Apple games from the Apple Store, from the Apple Arcade to the apps in general. Whoever used Unreal Engine, they will be gone. Then that got stopped. They say, all right, look, Apple, you overreaching. You can get rid of Fortnite until we can litigate this in court, but you're going to keep the tools so the developers can have a chance to survive with their apps, okay? So all that's happening, and then now the deets came out. And if you checked out episode 10 and episode 9, it's been a hilarious, and a lot of leaked stuff has came out from the industry. It's gotten a little bit more quiet because I guess the guy knows how to use the mute button. So at least now. But we're going to go over the numbers of the iOS market compared to the Fortnite market. And again, I do not really want to bore you, but this actually, it's an eye-opener of where they at, right? So and this is courtesy of Ars Technica, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The iOS gaming market, okay? So on Apple standpoint, 75% proportion of distinct iOS games that are completely free to the end user. Many make money off of it in game ads. So whatever they get, 75% of the revenue from the ads from there. Out of the game market, 17% out of that is a portion of distinct iOS games like Fortnite are free to download and make money through in-app purchases. 6% portion of distinct iOS games that charge players money up front. 2% portion of distinct iOS games that are subscription-type apps. By apps, meaning they're probably not games, they're just like subscription-type apps, and I'm assuming whatever subscription you can get, okay? $20 billion is the total revenue Apple raised from App Store commission fees between 2008 and 2017, so about 10 years, from 2008 to 2017. $20 billion they made in commission fees. 62% is the proportion of App Store revenue generated by games. 62% of Apple Store revenue is generated by games. 10.2% is the share of Fortnite players that played on iOS between March 2018 and July 2020. I don't recall when Fortnite came out. It was probably 2018 on the iOS platform. Yeah. So they only account, based on what Apple is saying and how the market is, 10.2% of Fortnite players that played on iOS. I thought that would be bigger. 11.1 million is Fortnite monthly active users on iOS in December 2019. So on 2019, 11.1 million active users. Obviously, that means those that are playing the Fortnite. 92% estimated percentage of iOS App Store users that regularly use another device that could access digital game content. So in Apple's favor, it's not like it is crippling Epic by moving Fortnite. You know, it's not crippling, how would I say this? 92% everywhere else they play. Android, Switch, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. So, based on that number, it doesn't seem like it's kind of a big deal. 1 million, Phil Schiller's estimate of how much Apple spent assisting Epic with marketing and other tasks. So that's the estimate of putting out Fortnite, putting the pictures up, make sure it's downloaded and all that jazz. $700 million is the estimated total revenue generated by Fortnite players on iOS before the game was removed from the App Store. 700 million revenue was collected by Fortnite alone on the App Store. That's crazy. 237 million total Fortnite commissions Epic paid to Apple between January 2017 and October 2020. And if we said that Fortnite came out in 2018, meaning they prepared and they put out, so they had to spend money and then it came out and then go from there. Assuming it did come out in 2018. I don't know if it came out in 2017, late 2017, but 237 million is the Fortnite commissions Epic paid to Apple. So we're talking 700 million Apple got, 237 million before and during, and all them fees that they acquainted for, and 62% of all their shares, all that revenue is from games alone, and out of that, that's a lot of money. Epic and the Fortnite juggernaut. Again, courtesy of Ars Technica. Now, if I bring it up here, 46.8% share of total Fortnite revenue generated by PlayStation players between March 2018 and July 2020. That is a big number. That is the highest number. 46.8 is on PlayStation, which is kind of funny. I didn't think that. I thought it would kind of been reversed or maybe more on the PC. But no. PlayStation's at 46.8. 27.5 is on the Xbox.
Wow.
Almost half. A little bit above half compared to PlayStation's percentage of players. Then it comes down to third place, 9.6. Fortnite revenue generated by PC players. And this is revenue, not total players, not revenue. So people paid more through the PlayStation platform than Xbox and PC in general. And then, surprisingly, 8.4 is from Switch. And then below is 7% PC. Oh, no, iOS. iOS. Total revenue generated by iOS players. So, as far as Epic is concerned, their revenue, 7% makes up from Apple iOS. So that could work against Epic. Because they're making a big stink and putting out dirty laundry. And based on Fortnite's heaviness on the iOS, it's only 7%. Based on these numbers.
Money, though.
Still some money. 237 million Fortnite commissions Epic paid to Apple. We already went through that from the previous one. 246 million Fortnite commissions Epic paid to Microsoft in 2020 alone. So during the pandemic, and 246 million is what Tim spent on commissions. 451 million Fortnite commissions. Can you guess where that went to?
His pocket?
No. Oh. Think about it. We're going over the numbers. Gotta focus. We just went over the numbers of what Epic has been paying to stay. To the systems. 237 is through Apple. 246 is through Microsoft. 451 is from where? The highest one. PlayStation. Yeah. So PlayStation, 451 million commissions Epic paid to Sony in 2020 alone. Okay? 2.49 billion. Billion.
That's a lot of money.
Billion.
That's a lot of money.
Fortnite commissions Epic paid across all platforms in 2018 and 2019, not including 2020. It's a lot of damn money, bro.
That is.
Now here's where you can we say that it's a lot of money, but now look. 9.65 billion is an approximate gross revenue generated by Fortnite across 2018 and 2019. Not including 2020. You hear that? 9.65 billion. If I had like a button, billion. Okay?
That's a lot.
Billies. From 2018 to 2019, 9.65 billion gross revenue. Obviously paying the employees and all that stuff. We get it. 400 million revenue Epic made from Fortnite in April 2020 alone. So in the 1 month after the pandemic hit, you know how much people went ahead and played Fortnite? enough to make them $400 million in 1 month. 1 month.
I mean, people love their Fortnite.
98% proportion of Epic's total gross revenue represented by Fortnite in 2018 and 2019. 98%. Wow. Fortnite is a beast. I didn't even think none of it. Why did Cliff leave? Cliff was the original Epic, and then he left. After Fortnite came out, he just left.
I think he didn't want to be in the business anymore, right?
I don't know.
If I remember correct, I don't think he wanted to be in the business
Because,
anymore.
man, it's making bank. 108 million Epic earnings from other games, which, in parentheses, it states, like Rocket League and the hell's that? Battle Breakers. Jesus. 221 million is Epic earnings from engine revenue in 2018 and 2019, which Apple tried to stamp. Now that is going to be what Apple tried to do and got blocked from doing. So yes, 7% made up the market share of Fortnite players on the iOS alone, but when you talk about the money that was hindered, that almost or could have been hindered because of Apple's injunction, or they tried to, imagine that. 235 million revenue earned by the Epic Games Store in 2018 and 2019. So their store alone made 235 through 2018 and 2019. Yeah. And 100 million Epic generated from merchandise / others in 2018 and 2019. 5.5 billion total profit generated by Epic Games in 2018 and 2019. So and that's profit. And 200 million proposed payment Epic offered to Sony to secure a number of PlayStation exclusives as Epic Game Store exclusives on the PC. And we kind of knew that from last time they spent a buttload of money. So those are the numbers that you all can kind of hear and check out and make it for yourself, because Tim got grilled today. And for those that don't know, the CEO of Apple, currently it is Tim Cook, the successor to Steve Jobs, and was a good referral from Steve Jobs for Tim Cook to take reign. He got questioned, okay? And again, I'm not here to bore you, but this was hilarious. The judge looking over this, Judge Yvonne Gonzalez. Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers is the judge overseeing this, and Tim Cook got questioned today. He was testifying. And in quote courtesy of CNBC, the questioning gave a preview into Rogers' thinking before she decides whenever Epic Games' argument is strong enough to force Apple to allow it to install alternative app stores on the iPhone and avoid the App Store's 30% fee on in-app purchases. So meaning after this, they're looking at that garden will be broken down. Judging by how this article is pitching it, I personally don't think that is what they're rooting for. But that could be a possibility because what the questions were asked. She was crazy, okay? Rogers asked Cook what his problem was with allowing iPhone users a choice of a lower fee, specifically for games. Cook said that users have a choice between iPhones and Android devices. Let me read that to you one more time, guys. Rogers asked Cook what his problem was with allowing iPhone users the choice of a lower fee, specifically for games. This man says, well, they got Androids. They can go over there.
That is so bad.
You know how, off the cuff right there, I'd have been like, that's how you're going to do it? That's what you're going to say?
Exactly.
She followed up by asking whenever Apple had a problem with giving users information to get the same in-app purchases through a web browser, bypassing Apple's 30% fee. That is key, actually. Because what if they just went through the web browser and did it from there? And they don't get the fee. Mm-hmm. So she says she followed up with asking about whenever Apple had a problem with giving users information to get the same in-app purchases through the web browser, bypassing Apple's 30% fee, suggesting a compromise where Apple would allow a company like Epic Games to link app users to a web browser to make transactions instead of forcing them to use Apple's in-app purchases. Mm-hmm. So she's getting hit.
Yeah.
You know what Tim says? In quote, the gaming industry seems to be generating... Oh, no, actually, let me back up. This is what the judge says, Rogers. In quote, the gaming industry seems to be generating a disproportionate amount of money to the IPs you're giving them and everyone else, Rogers said to Cook. In essence, it's almost like they are subsidizing everyone else.
So what did Apple say?
Cook said that Apple faced fierce competition for developers and users. You don't have competition in those in-app purchases, though. That's what Rogers replied. So, oh my God. So when he said that we are about, what did he say? Cook said that Apple faces fierce competition for developers and users. And Rogers hit him with the, you don't get competition in app purchases though.
You know?
And they could easily use your web browser to, what's up? Like that's,
Exactly.
what you go, like, and then she said, this seemed to be the, wait, let me back up. Rogers, this happened all today, guys. So we did the live stream when it was concluded, but this is what we got here. And then Rogers also expressed doubt that Apple's small business program, which cut App Store fees in half, so from 30% to 50% and other fees that they associate with, and I am not a developer, so you tell me what other fees that they had slashed, for small developers, was made out of concern for small businesses during the COVID pandemic, and Cook testified on Friday, which is obviously today. That seemed to be the result of a pressure occurred because of investigations of lawsuits, Rogers said. Cook said that lawsuits were in the back of his head, but what triggered the program was worry over small businesses during COVID. Nah, bruh. Chill with that. If he was smart, he wouldn't have said the first part. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
He should have said that. It's in the back of my head, but so the back of your head that you had to think about reducing your fees because there was pending lawsuits coming at you. But now you wait until Epic reigns supreme, and then all the emails come out that Schiller was the one that kind of mentioned. You might need to cut that fee down in their own internal revenue. And again, Rogers remarked that she had seen a survey that 39% of Apple developers are dissatisfied with the App Store. That's a big chunk. 39%, that's sizable. If it was 10, maybe some
It's
changes.
not half, but it's sizable.
Yeah. And quote, this is what Rogers says, in quote, it doesn't seem to me that you feel any pressure or competition to actually change the manner in which you act to address the concerns of developers.
That's correct.
She going in, yo.
I'm sure that's correct. He thinks
If it was
that.
caught in the streets like that, bruh, there'd have been some loud noises. Cook disagreed and said that Apple turns the place upside down for developers. Friday was the first time Cook has testified in court. The 3-week trial will conclude on Monday, but Rogers warned that it may take weeks or months before she makes a decision. After that, the dispute is likely to be appealed. So, and then what they're quoting about the fierce competition. Before Cook was questioned by Rogers, he testified on Friday that Apple faces fierce competition in smartphones and that in the United States, the iPhone has only a high 30s% of market share. Internationally, the iPhone was about 15 market share, Cook said. I highly doubt that. The market share figures cited by Cook are a rare example of Apple discussing the market share at its most important product, the iPhone, in the effort to say it does not dominate the smartphone market. You got to understand, too, what about the iPad? They left that out, and I caught that because they're talking about iPhones, but the iOS goes to iPads as well. There's a whole list of different headset competitions. It's fiercely competitive, Cook says. Apple's U.S. share cited by Cook is lower than many external estimates. For example, a recent report from Counterpoint Research pegged it at between 40 to 65%, depending on the quarter, since 2019. Yes, I feel that it's about 65% market share. Mm-hmm. I personally, in my opinion, I feel like that number is accurate, only because Android is a fragmented iOS. If you rock Android, it's cool. I'm going to say what I need to say, but Android is a fragmented OS. It's very open, but it's fragmented. What I mean by that is every handset is different, but everyone has specific specs. And if that software can't run, it only could push out to the highest end, and the rest gets half of what that has.
But it's very customizable.
It is, yes. That's why it's very
That's
open.
why a lot of people like it, because
Yes.
it's very customizable.
And sometimes, and then obviously with malware and all that stuff. So, I say it is very, it's not say, it actually is fragmented, but there's openness to it. So that's one thing. I would love to Apple to have the openness. But see, Apple could have the openness and say, every device is going to have iOS 15.
They're never going to open.
And 90% of them will have 15. You can't say, Android can say, we're going to have, what ice cream? I don't know. We're going to have Android Mochi.
Yeah, it's always like an ice cream flavor, which is weird.
Mochi update. But 1/3 of them are going to have the Mochi update, mainly the Samsungs. And then Samsung puts their twist on the iOS, on the OS itself. That's what I mean by fragmented. Everybody gets their hands on it, and then a person is not going to have that experience until they get a new phone. Apple has argued that in the control of its App Store, the only way for consumers to install software on iPhones is essential for the company's security and privacy promises to its users and an important distinguishing feature in the competitive market for smartphones. And this is what I think, what's his name? Cook said and testified. We can no longer make the promise of privacy, safety, and security if Epic Games prevails, Cook testified, saying that the App Store would be a toxic mess without Apple rules and policies that Epic is fighting in court. Toxic mess, bro. Go through the web browser and then get the V-Bucks to the web browser. And you don't have to pay for the fee. How's that toxic? That because you ain't getting paid? You ain't getting paid? So it's toxic now.
Well, it's because he doesn't get money.
Yeah.
He needs the money.
I get where he's coming from when it comes to hackers and attacks and all that on the iOS platform. But what Rogers stated, you can use why are you refusing them to have a web browser then? You still got your security. Just go to the web browser. They don't want to hear that. No. He doesn't want to hear that. Epic Games argues security is an excuse to extract fees and control what software makers do, and that Apple could safely open up its platform to competing app stores. And they're right. I'm going to say that too. Cook mentioned Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, Huawei, and Google as headset competitors, all of which use a version of Google's Android. He said Apple also faces competition from other app stores, including Google Play, and consoles such as Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony. So let them on the platform then. Let them on the platform.
Yeah, I know.
Just let them in the platform. When questioned by Epic Games lawyers, Cook declined to answer a question about whether Apple's iPhone competes with Google Android in the operating system market. Customers don't buy operating systems. They buy devices, Cook said. Strong point. Cook said that Apple uses surveys to track whenever iPhone users switch to Android devices. Making efforts to get Android people to switch to iPhone is a very important task for us, Cook said. There's a lot that went down today. Because, again, it's Tim Cook, and he's getting grilled. Cook said on Friday that Epic Games moved last year to bypass Apple's 30% in-app purchases fees on Fortnight. Its shooting game was miraculous. Oh, my God, dude. Seriously? These dudes make it so it's a jailbroken app, bro. They literally said, it's doing stuff that we don't want them to do because we're not getting paid. Remove it. Mm-hmm. But, see, here's what I don't get. Remove it, but yet want to remove all their tools as well? Now you think everything is jailbroken now? You think everything Epic touches is going to be jailbroken apps? Wow, dude, wow.
That's exactly what.
So it's a lot of deets. And, again, because it's a lot of deets, and the main honcho saved the best for last, much of Cook's testimony on Friday surrounded a non-public internal Apple document that was sent to him describing profitability trends for various Apple divisions, including the App Store. Epic lawyers said it showed that Apple's App Store is very profitable, trying to bluster its argument that Apple uses its control to boost its own profits. Cook said that the document was not fully loaded with all the expenses Apple spends on the App Store and that it has a benchmarking exercise. He said that he has a feel for the App Store profitability but did not provide a number. An accountant hired by Epic Games previously testified that Apple had an operating profit margin of 77.8 in 2019. Bruh, that means they ain't spending nothing and they getting money.
Exactly, I know.
So Tim didn't even disclose that. I wonder why. In a previous episode, we talked about that, and they said that it was misleading. Didn't deny the numbers, but said it was misleading because it didn't show the expenses we pay. But the number's still there. Mm-hmm. So if you're not going to deny the number, then the margin is already set. No matter what fee am I going to list, it's still the 30-some-odd% that you spent to still get 77%.
Exactly.
Cook said the document was not... Okay, I read that. Epic Games lawyer also asked Cook about Apple's deal with Google to be a default search for the Apple iPhone browser, which was estimated at $10 billion per year by the congressional report, citing Wall Street research note. Cook said that he did not remember how much Google pays. Yeah, remember when we get the iPhones, it was always Google, and we heard that they pay Google a certain amount to keep them on the iOS platform. And then it got bigger, and then it kind of lower, like since we bigwigs now. You want to stay, and you want to go. So that's how they pitched it. And then Cook also questioned by Apple lawyers about iMessage, Apple's messaging program that is built to iPhones and exclusive to Apple products. Cook said that he didn't think the lack of iMessage on Android has prevented iPhone users from switching to competitors. So, and that's finally the end of that report. But then there's a lot that happened today, and that's mainly what went down. Sorry, I had to see my boring face for like a good strong 10 to 15 minutes, but I got to give you the details, my friends. So it concludes Monday, and we don't know when we're going to get an answer.
Yeah, I know.
She
It's gonna
did
take
say
weeks.
months.
They take weeks or months. Yeah, exactly.
Weeks or months.
Hopefully, we'll know something by the end of this year.
I hope soon, guys.
By the end
really
of
hope.
this year, hopefully, we'll figure
Really hope
something
soon. All right, next topic. We want to hit since I just aired out a lot of the epic Apple news.
out. I know, Jesus.
I banged that out.
Let's
Give
do
me
the
one.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, the accessibility options.
Okay. Good.
So,
Talk about it. I'm gonna get the actual.
as you know,
image
I'm
or try
excited
to.
for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's one of the few games on the PS5 that I actually want to play day one on the first day when it comes out. So, this game is going to be, you know, a great game. It looks amazing. It has a feature that you'll be able to go through different kind of dimensions seamlessly, no load times or anything like that. It's fantastic.
Very smooth.
Very. So now they're going to add a bunch of accessibility options so they could. So they're trying to make sure everyone can play this game, no matter your disability, no matter your age, no matter like if you're good at games or bad at games or whatever. They want to make sure everyone gets to play that game, and I actually respect them for doing something like this. At first, the first thing they were mentioning is that they're going to make it, you know, obviously they're going to have like an easy difficulty and then expert difficulty and everything in between. So, you know, if someone like...
Yeah, like the standard stuff. The standard
Yeah, exactly.
easy, hard, but they're going to have more accessibility. Right?
Exactly. So, I'll explain all that. So they're going to let people adjust if they want to do auto aim or not. Or like, you know, strafing and not like that. So they'll be able to adjust it. So let's say sometimes if you see an enemy right there, you don't have to like automatically go to it or thing. You could like do it yourself. Because some people want to do it to get, you know, make it more challenging.
Yeah.
Or, you know, have it automatic locked off for people who don't know how to do that well. So they'll be able to do that. That's one of the options they're looking at. The lock on and auto aim. And also, there's an option in there, too, that they'll be able to not let you fall off ledges.
Uh-huh.
So let's say that, you know, someone who, let's say like a 4-year-old or something like that is playing the game,
Yeah.
and they, you know, keep falling off and they get annoyed and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They have an option that you don't get to fall off ledges now.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. They should have kept that.
Well, they're trying to make it so it's easier
More
for everyone
approachable.
to play.
Yeah.
Exactly, more approachable, because they want as much people to play this game as possible, and they don't want to make sure that. And all these are options. There's not automatic. You could turn these all off. You don't even have to worry about it. That's a good thing. You could turn off all of these options, but they're giving it the option to be able to do it. And another thing that they're doing too for people who have like, you know, vision problems and people who can't distinguish from background to frontground.
Okay.
You can actually make the contrast higher for the background so the enemies are more visible to be
Nice.
able to see and all that. And vice versa, you can make the enemies more contrast and stuff so they'll be able to, you know, pop out more from the background for the people who, you know, are having vision issues and can't really, you know, tell. Because there's some people who have like, you know, that depth perception and things like that. You can also, you know, them to like adjust the screen shake, because you know how the screen sometimes shake and stuff like that, like during like intense scenes in the game.
You mean frame rate drops?
No, shake.
Oh, you talk about like visually, like if
Exactly.
something on a
You
platform
could stop that. You could stop that for people who
Whoa.
are, you know, motion sickness or things like that. So they say you could adjust that too.
Well, that's cool.
And you can also, let me see, in the depth of the field, so you'll be able to like, you know, adjust the depth of the field. So if, let's say, things look far away, you could bring it a little closer for people, you know, like I said, vision issues
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So they'll be able to have that. And you could also adjust the haptic features of the game for people who, you know, want it like more sensitive or not as sensitive with the whole, you know, rumbling features
Yeah.
and the haptic features of the game and all that type of stuff. You'll be able to control all that too. Like
Nice.
adjusting it and everything. So they're trying to make sure that they can reach it because they want as much people to play this game in. Yes, other games have options like these and stuff like that, but nothing like this in depth.
Yeah.
They seem like they're trying to make it this in depth so literally anyone could play the game.
And now my thing is, you think because it's a PS5, they can get away with such modifications from the ground up because it's built on a PS5? Or do you think these features have been already implemented in other games? Because you're saying that there's other accessibility options for other games.
Well,
but
what I'm thinking that-
Ratchet and Clank did, like they went a step further and shut
Way
down.
further.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I'm
you
saying.
think that's only on a PlayStation, on an Xbox Series X?
That's what I'm not sure because it's a new
'Cause it-
system, and this
yeah.
game was built mainly for that system.
Well, built for it is from the ground
That's
up
what I'm
for
saying
that
from the
system.
ground. So it's a possibility that's the case.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they not only there's no load times, fluid, different worlds without any load times, but using the horsepower of the PlayStation 5 to have an option to edit your experience, because you're editing your experience from
Pretty much, yeah.
blocking cliff drops, preventing shaking.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Depth
like-
perception.
Those things like that don't happen.
haven't
in
heard
other
any of
games.
those.
That's what I'm saying.
In any game
Exactly. That's
besides
what
this, so that's pretty
it's
cool.
so
I would like
crazy.
to see it and try
Well,
it.
you'll be able to adjust it.
Yeah.
Once you get the game, you'll
Well,
be able to.
once you get the game, try it, and I'll watch it.
Yeah, because I'm
And those
kind
that on the Twitch,
Yeah, because I'm kind of
watch
curious.
it. He's gonna go and he's gonna do it. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
because I'm kind of curious how that's gonna work. Because honestly, I'm actually,
Yeah, just play the game.
I'm pretty excited
Go watch it,
about
and then
it.
just put it on, and just see how it looks, and then you could talk about it. So people on Twitch could see the actual accessibility features as a test run. It's an idea. Huh? 'Cause I know you're gonna get the game, so
Well, yeah, I'm getting it first.
I don't
day.
think people are gonna be
I
watching.
don't know if I'll be
you
able
play.
to play first day only because I work that day.
Yeah,
But
when life gives you lemons, you drink a lemonade. Just not Mondays. It's coffee Mondays for me, at least. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So accessibilities for Ratchet and Clank that goes above and beyond what
way
we initially
above and
thought.
beyond than a usual thing.
Which
So
is-
that's what's like. It's just crazy that they're doing that. I love it. I love that they're doing that because they're trying to be inclusive, which is
Yeah.
good.
So another, what's another segue to another topic we got here? Because I know there's a lot of different ones.
Yeah. This is what I want to talk about because I'm always excited about Pokemon. So this company, it's a clothing company called Original Stitch. They do customizable clothes, and they have been doing Pokemon customizable clothes for a while. They have done masks, they have done shirts, both button down and polos, and regular
What's it called again?
Original Stitch.
Okay.
It's a huge company, customizable stuff. So for the 25th anniversary, they're going to make some customizable polo shirts, which I love wearing polo shirts. So that's why this is like pretty awesome. So they're gonna have 3 different kind of button. No, they're gonna have like 6 different kind of button designs. So little buttons on the thing. They're gonna have 21 different kind of embroideries of Pokemon. All going to be starter Pokemon of all the generations. So from 1st generation to the 8th generation, all starter Pokemon. And you'll be able to change up the colors too of the shirt. They have 8 different kind of new colors and stuff. Anywhere from gray, blue, red, pink, all that type of stuff. They're going to have that. It's what I love about it is you're able to customize it, so you'll be able to do what you want to do with the shirt and stuff like that. Now, of course, that's something like that. You have to pay a price on that.
Yep. As always.
Yeah, so with these, since these are customized, and these shirts are not cheap. They last you a long time. They
I think I
create.
got one of the images up there to check it out. The customizable. They're not shirts, but I think they're more like cloth based. But it shows all the Pokemon plushies. I don't know if it came up on right now.
Yeah,
the little
I'm gonna see
plushies
it.
there.
So pretty much, it's like they're going to come up. You're going to be able to adjust it, and the prices could range anywhere from $80 to about $100 just for the polo shirt. And like I said, it's all because it's customizable.
Fresh to death, baby.
It's
Fresh
all
to death. If you
customizable, but
got
they
the-
look
if you got the-
amazing. And
if
like
you
I
got the shoes to match with it, I just got my son.
Exactly.
We just got our son the It's like it's a Air Force, but it's like a yellow. I don't know what kind of yellow to equivalent. Like it's like a lighter banana
Yeah, like a
flavor
banana, yeah.
shoe, and that look good. So imagine having a Pokemon polo shirt.
You can get like a yellow
rocking
one to
with
match that.
That's that summer vibes, baby.
Exactly.
That's
So it's
awesome.
it's pretty much that. And like I said, they make so much different things. Like you should see their work shirts. The designs that they have is so incredible. They have like pretty much all Pokemon up until Hoenn.
Okay.
Because they haven't done all the Pokemon yet because they're
clearly.
releasing it slowly.
That's a lot of merchandise to
and
create
those
to embroider.
and those could range anywhere from like $80 to like $120 because there's
Yeah.
a lot more customizable things. There's a lot more designs on those things.
Yeah.
I just love that they're doing this because with the Pokemon 25th anniversary, they're doing a lot.
They're
of
doing
stuff.
a lot, bro.
And I
They're doing a
love it
lot.
that they're doing it, especially with clothes, because I love clothes. Like, you should see my closet. It's like literally filled to the brim with so much clothes. I'm
I
actually
think this
thinking about
man
getting.
needs a walk-in closet. and
I
that could
do
still
need a
fit
walk-in closet. I
everything.
need literally turn a bedroom to a walk-in closet, and that'll be my heaven because I actually want to add like a couple of these shirts to my.
You could get the
collection.
shirts and make like a pillow and sleep in your walk-in closet.
It's
You know,
so like I said, it's so much. But yeah, I just love how customizable it is. You can literally have like little like ultra balls like right there, like Pokeballs, like as the buttons.
so you could go. You know
As the buttons
in the
and
state of
stuff.
Massachusetts, they're opening all the businesses and all that stuff,
Well,
nightclubs
yeah.
and whatnot. So I'm thinking the conventions. Did you get any email alerts for the conventions?
Well, I know there's going to be one convention. It's not. They haven't. Anime Boston hasn't mentioned anything yet because that's coming.
I think it's probably gonna be next year because isn't there time gone? Like,
Yeah. It's always like
usually
in
March,
April, May.
April-ish,
It's usually
right?
April, May.
So I'm thinking you go to that embroidery, you get your Ultra Ball button-up shirt with the polo
Something
Pikachu.
like that,
you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
'cause-
Got the Lugia pants with the little wing type of pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Levi's not too long ago did a thing on I couldn't get those because they sold out so quick.
Yeah.
But they had like a special kind of jeans, Levi's. It was grass. It was green and it had all the little Pokemon coming out of it. It looks fantastic.
Hold up, I want to look that up.
See if you can
I
look
wanna
that
see
up.
It.
You'll
Let me
see what
show
I
everybody
mean.
what we're talking about here.
Yeah, they
What?
had that, and they also had a jean jacket that matched it too.
Levi's Pokemon
25th,
jeans.
just saying that. And they also had another one which was like a darker jean. It's kind of like a blue jean where they had like kind of like ghost Pokemon and stuff like that, kind of like in the thing.
Oh,
It
wait
looks
a minute.
really cool.
What? Oh well, that comes off a bit too tacky for my taste, but
Well,
it's
the
still
green
look
one,
cool.
yeah, it's a little, it's kind of my style because I like those. I like
Yeah.
the over the top styles.
I mean, you could rock it. It's no.
but they also have like a blue jean one that's a little more,
I'ma show
you
you.
know,
I'ma show
less extra.
I'm gonna show you.
That's like it's actually pretty cool, but they sold those out in like seconds. Like, they
Yeah,
don't have my size anymore.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because I would have bought
That's
that.
what I'm thinking because that came out this year, right?
Yeah, it came out this year. It was earlier this year, but yeah, I think it was March if I remember correctly.
Let me see here. So
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's like I like the way those look too, but it's just so because it's like I said, so but I'm so mad.
I like
against it.
the female versions of it because it's a jeans and it has like a cute Pikachu on the left side, like hey.
Yeah. Like I
pretty
said, there's
cool.
more like toned down versions,
Yeah.
and then of course there's the extra versions, which of course that's the one that I would get if I were to get it.
Yeah, you would. So this is the green one,
Yep. Let me see.
which shows there. I mean, it's gonna take a while for you. But,
Yeah.
But it's up there, so you guys can
Yeah,
check it
so
out.
you could be able
That's
to
pretty
see.
cool.
So you see, it looks really cool. Like it's a lot. I know it is.
I mean, it's a lot, but then but here we go. Here's a toned down version of one. Let me bring that up here. So that's the green, and it has a jean jacket and jean shorts. That retails that I'm looking at here for $180.
Yeah, $180. Yeah.
Levi's for that jeans.
Well, it's
alone.
because it's Levi's, and Levi's
Yeah.
is a huge. It's a big.
Oh, they got
brand,
the jean
big
jacket.
brand.
They got the jean jacket with the Pikachu behind, yo. What? They got Pikachu. Oh, that's cool. They have the
went
Pikachu
into
with the
deep-
glasses.
They went crazy with
Man,
this
that's
Pokemon
cool, man.
thing. That's why I'm like trying to get this quickly because I want to make sure I want to get some of these clothes for the 25th anniversary because I love Pokemon. I love my Pokemon, but I also love clothes. So both of them together and actually looking nice. I want them for my collection. I want to have them. Like say like I can rock these. Whatever I want.
I'm saying here's the jean jacket, jean shorts type deal for that one. Let me bring that up here so you guys can
it's just
understand
like-
where we're
it's
coming from. So yeah, they. Oh nope, that's the wrong one. What am I doing, dude? Come on, I hit that.
Yeah, it's like they're going in for the 25th anniversary. And remember, we're not even halfway through the year yet. Who
Nope.
knows what's gonna happen? Like
There you
I
go.
can't wait for the winter. I wonder whether they're gonna have some coats. They're gonna have some coats or some sweaters and stuff
Maybe
like
they
that.
what do you call that? That goose expensive.
The goose down like coat
the,
type of thing.
Babe, what's that goose jacket? Canadian goose? She probably has beats on her. She's probably watching. What? Canada Goose. Canada Goose. So,
Those will
man,
be good.
Who knows?
I would wear something like that if
What
I
if
had
they have like a
Pokemon designs on it.
Pichu one? That would be cool.
Oh, I would love to have
So
something
as you
like
see,
that.
guys, you can check that out.
Yeah,
They have
see?
a jean shirts and jean
And you see the
jacket.
jeans, it's just with just the Pikachu only by itself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
so simple and then also
Something
fun.
subtle yet important for the fandom of the Pokemon
But like I
game.
said, it's pretty cool that they're doing that. And it looks stylish too. It's not like, like, you know what I mean? Like
Not over the
like,
top.
like over the top thing. It's like actually kind of stylish looking.
Yeah, not
so they're
overdoing
trying to
it.
make it look nice, but also show off, geekdom too.
Absolutely.
Because I love doing that.
As they should.
Because I like wearing like the geeky clothes, but I like wearing it with some style to it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna wear like like a shirt like that, I want to make sure my jeans are like my pants are like kind of crazy looking and my shoes look nice, to offset what's going on up here. That's how I always like to do. So having clothes like that lets me do things like that.
Cool.
While still showing my love.
Show my love. All right. So that is what they're focused on for Original Stitch, right?
Yeah, Original Stitch is doing that for the 25th anniversary. And like I said, they're good quality, but you're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for that.
You're gonna pay for that.
All right. So another topic we got going. What's another one we got? I mean, I could have. I would have had the images and would have known, but
Yeah, it's a little.
we're just winging it right now.
So Zelda, the new Zelda amiibo, Zelda and Loftwing amiibo. So I'll explain that. It's the new Skyroom's Skyward Sword for the HD remake is coming out in July.
Zelda what?
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
No, the Zelda and
Oh,
what?
Zelda
amiibo?
and Loftwing amiibo.
Loftwing.
Loftwing amiibo. So that's going to be coming out along with the release of the Legend of Zelda HD. Now, there's some issues with this, and there's some issues that people are having issues with it, including me. So, the first thing is,
What are these issues?
this amiibo is going to be $25.
Okay, how much is an average amiibo?
$15.
So it's $25.
Yes,
Boy, shut up! Don't complain about that.
I will.
Boy, shut up.
I will complain.
Does it have
about
any
that.
features?
Well, I'm going to explain all that because
Look at my face when I
this
tell you
is
that.
the other
Boy,
thing.
shut up.
I will explain that. I will
Go
explain.
ahead. Go ahead.
So pretty much, it's going to be $25. So it's $10 more than what the amiibos used to cost. Originally, amiibos cost $12.99. Then they went up to $14.99 or $15.99, and now this one specifically is going to be $24.99, $25. The second thing is, other games, let's say you're playing a Mario game. You can use any of the Mario family amiibos,
I see where you're going.
and it will work with it.
I now understand why a $10 difference doesn't make any sense.
Now, and usually it would work that. Now, with this specific amiibo, there are like about 30 to 35 Legend of Zelda amiibos, which in the other Legend of Zelda games, each of the Legend of Zelda amiibos work for the game. For this one, this amiibo, the $25 one, is the only one that will work on this game. The only one.
And what game?
In the Skyward Sword.
So every other amiibo that you got or purchased or whatever
Anything
that you have, you can't use,
on that game.
but just that one.
Just that one.
So and it's funny as hell what you said that, because again, I don't understand. I don't
Oh,
follow the
this is
amiibo.
something that-
Look
there's
at the
something
image.
wrong
Look
with
at the
this.
image, and this is the reason why I said it. See the lock?
Now you understand.
Now I understand it. Wow.
I'm not done that.
$25?
There was literally
$17.99.
A couple of years ago, a specific Skyward Sword Link, came out for an amiibo to be used on other Legend of Zelda games. You can't even use it on this game, the game that's based on. Like, what the hell kind of thing is that?
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
So repeat that one more time for the people.
The link, the amiibo link, that was because they make different kind of links because there's different kind of Legend of Zelda games.
There's a ton.
So they made a specific link that came from the Skyward Sword. This game that's supposed to be coming out. Originally, they made this a couple years ago because they wanted all the Zeldas for all the different kind of Zelda games because there's a bunch of Zelda games.
Yeah.
Now, you can't use that on this game. The only amiibo you can use is this one. That's it. And that's not the thing, too. Now there's one more issue.
That's stupid.
Exactly.
Y'all Nintendo fans need to rant your butts off.
I'm gonna rant.
Go
I'm gonna buy it
on to
still.
it.
I'm still gonna buy it.
Use our
But
handle,
I
my
will
friend.
rant.
Go, yeah, and it's sad because I'll still buy it, but yeah, no, you go in and you go in.
What do you think I'm going in right now?
Yeah, so
And
they
then
can check it out.
Now the third one now. Now, this one, I don't know if you'll have an issue with it, but I kind of have an issue with it, but I kind of not. But I get why a lot of people have like serious issues with it. So with amiibos, they're not supposed to have like a lot of stuff with the game. You're not supposed to like, cheat your way through the game. You're not supposed. It's supposed to give you like little perks. That's supposed to like help you out, but not like drastically help you out because it's kind of cheating. You're paying $15.
Use it more like a tool, huh?
Exactly, not like a cheating type of thing. So let's say, for example, for Super Smash Bros., if you have an amiibo, you could attach the amiibo there, put your stats, and you'll be able to use that stats when you go to a friend's Switch to play that Super Smash Bros. So they'll be able to have your stats in your friend's Switch. Things like that. Or like with Epic Yarn for the Yoshi's Craft World. You could use the Yoshis to get like different kind of Yoshi skins.
Okay.
But that doesn't change anything of the game. You just get like new skins and all that type of stuff. So with this game, in the original game, there's a sky world and a ground world.
Okay.
In order way to travel between the two worlds, you have to go to a save point and travel to the world. Like, let's say you're in the middle of a dungeon, and let's say you're running out of items. You need to literally go all the way out of the dungeon, onto a save point to travel to the sky world to buy like items and stuff like that.
So you don't need to save and restart the game. You just go to the save point, that save section, and go to.
Usually
right,
that's
so
right. Just
like
do
a little
things
hub.
like that.
Yeah.
So you have to like do it like that. It's supposed to make it more like you're able to adventure more. You're not cheating or shortcuts or anything like that.
Yeah.
So with this amiibo, if you put the amiibo right on the thing, it automatically teleports you to the sky, to the ground, without you leaving the dungeon.
So meaning you're in the dungeon, but you can still take advantage of the top and the bottom while you're still in.
Exactly.
And that's why the $25 is there. See how we you see how we fluctuated in the price?
It's so
We
bad,
went from $15 to
though.
$25, why 25? And then realized how restricted it is. So we said if it's that restricted, you might as well reduce it to $17.99. And now you tell me this thing is a cheat code, bro? Like it's a whole Game Shark. That's a whole Game Shark.
you
literally
fucked up
buying a
that
glitch.
is?
You're buying a glitch.
Do you know how fucked up
You could
that
totally.
is?
That's a glitch. I'm convinced. That's a glitch. And they are
And you know
making
what's the
money
thing
off
is?
a glitch, bro.
It seems like they could have easily done this to fix the issues to how people who do that, but no, they have to put it behind a $25 amiibo.
Paywall. Yep. They said, oh, you want to do all that? Then might as well pay $25.
Because they remade the game and all that. They could have easily add that option in. Don't have to pay extra. But no, you want that option? Pay $25.
Here's the only one amiibo to purchase. And it can give you a whole cheat code. It can glitch the whole game.
So now you get what I'm
this
coming from now.
These mugs put a mod inside of a damn amiibo.
And Nintendo's not known
That's
to do
hilarious.
things like this.
They're
And
not supposed to, but-
this is like EA type of shit. This is EA type of shit. That's what got me mad.
is,
I
though.
was like, are you kidding me right now?
You want to go back? What is it called? The if it's the FLU, I think that was called. Or I forgot.
Oh
the segment,
yeah. The one with the FIFA.
You want to
yeah.
get in there? Yeah. But
And-
now
and-
you
and
get
you
the
know-
amiibo to get a cheat code.
And you know what's the thing with this? Since this was announced so far ahead, because like I said, the game doesn't come out till July. I think scalpels are going to get their hand on it, try to sell it, of course, at an exorbitant price, and you know what's going to happen.
Oh no!
No one's going to be
that's
able to
nuts.
use that.
Oh Lord! If they
No one's going to be able to use that.
So this is what you're saying. They don't know. You don't know if it's gonna. I mean, they're gonna learn what it does, and then try to make the ends meet and get like tons of them.
Now, this is the thing. Like, I'm hoping Nintendo hears us, because there's still some time.
Shouts out to Nintendo.
That maybe that they could like not have it on a payroll. Nintendo, you're the good company. You're not EA. You're not Microsoft. You're not Sony. Come on, don't do this.
That's bad, dude. I can't believe.
I was like, as soon as I was reading that, I was like, "Are you?
Hey, you got to
kidding
get the
me?"
money. We understand it.
I
But you
understand.
bumping with the Switch, so I don't know why you would do such a thing. Or maybe this is just something that you guys didn't really think none of. Don't you see what's happening with the PlayStation 5 right now? The demand for this damn amiibo that you only can use that amiibo for that game to do a mod in a game that Nintendo allowed for $25. They're going to take that and sell it on eBay for like $150, $200. Because
Exactly.
you're going to have those kids that are just going to want that. They're going to have those people that are just going to need that. They're going to have those people that collect amiibos. Not,
Which I
for,
do.
Yeah, which Outlandish does.
Which I will not spend no $100 on. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, hell
I'll
no.
spend the $25 and that's it. That's
He
the
already
most I'll spend.
you already complained about $25. What makes you think you're gonna spend $100 something plus dollars?
Exactly. Seriously.
Ain't no damn sense. But now I know why. Their vision of the value is we gave you a cheat
Quick
code inside the amiibo for $25. You get yourself a cheat code.
You don't have to go to a safe point to travel. You just
You just
use
do it. If you
Quick
find it
travel.
convenient, you go ahead. Quick travel. That's all you needed to do. That's why it's $25 because literally we have a system that we created that makes you break that system within the game.
And they could easily give it for free, but no, they have to put it behind a paywall.
This is going to be one of those segments that we're going to put on YouTube, and it's going to show EA and Zelda. And watch people get mind blown. Now, call it clickbait, but watch when you're going to hear the end of it. You're going to know, oh, they're pulling-
Exactly, because that's
I
how
made up
I
my mind. That's
feel.
exactly what we're gonna do.
I feel strongly about this because I don't like when companies do things like this. I don't.
It's shady. And there's a lot of other things. I mean, already having an amiibo and putting a cost and adding some form of functionality, like, all right, I'll put my ignorance out, right? I thought that, and which is fantastic, that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you have it, and then all the amiibos could be characters.
No, that's not how that works. I understand why you would think it would.
You would think so.
You know, doing things like that, it would be bad because then everyone could buy characters and stuff like that. What's the point of unlocking characters and all
So
that?
my thing was, whatever they would have released, or in the first 2 years they would release, that would say it's not amiibo for this game, right? They'll have a disclosure, and then maybe that one amiibo that comes out for a limited time that becomes a Super Smash Bros. So it's like a downloadable content in physical stores for a limited time that I thought they were doing.
Well-
and then when you told me that, oh, we played what's it called, that Super Mario game that just recently came out with the Bowser Fury? What's that?
Super Mario.
What's that?
It's Super Mario 3D World.
Okay, Super Mario
/
3D World
Bowser
with
Fury.
Bowser's Fury. Once I got that, I'm thinking, oh, okay, you get the little baby dude, and he can be the baby dude. No, it just gives you a star. So I'm calling Outlandish here. We're like, hey,
Yeah, I remember.
how do we get this character? Because we got the character, and I'm sitting there telling my son, like, hey, you get this character, you can play this character. I gassed them up for everything, and then come to realize that you can't. And then I go contact Outlandish, and he's like, "No, you can't. You just get special powers." I'm like, "Say what?" I don't know.
Because that's how
I
most
was ignorant to
amiibos
it.
is like that. For me, I get the amiibos because I like the way they look, and they're like nice little figurines.
You have a whole GameStop shelf full of them.
Oh no, I have like shelf.
Do one more time. Oh yeah, all right. You got the camera.
Yeah, like shelf. That's literally what I have of all amiibos.
Yep.
I don't have them all because there's some amiibos I wasn't able to get, and I'm sorry, I'm not spending $200.
Does that
on an
hurt your
amiibo.
pride, though?
It does, but I am
Hurt your
not spending
pride, though.
$200 on
It
a little
does.
figurine like
It hurt-
that. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I'm just not doing that.
What's the highest amount of amiibo that you've seen on the market?
I know. Let's see. At a time, Wii Fit Trainer was at like hundreds, but I think they got re-released, so now it's down again. I think I want to say it's the Monster Hunter amiibos. That's Japanese exclusive. That they haven't come to America, but those things are very expensive to get. And I think some of like the early ones that are not like reproduced.
Not in rotation anymore.
Yeah, that I think those are like close to $100.
I'm telling you, man.
Like that.
Give it another 10 to 15 years, them things are gonna be dumb money. Dumb money.
So right now, pretty much what I do is, as soon as a new amiibo comes out, I just buy it. Like whatever it is, I just buy it and just add it to my collection. That's what I do.
Because
now.
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But
So
this
it's just
one you're gonna still buy, right?
I will. I'm not gonna be happy about it. I'm not.
But maybe their blowback will after a good month, maybe the blowback will happen.
like I said, the game doesn't come out until July, so they got time to fix their
So maybe
shit.
around August.
to fix their stuff.
Yeah. Whoever had the idea, my friend, it was a very smart idea. But it's a very EA idea. Did you work for the internship in EA? Whoever pitched that?
Yeah,
did
they
you
probably
work for
did. Who
EA internship?
knows?
They probably did. They probably looked at the article. They probably checked out
the
BoP
thing is, I think
Gaming
was
and
probably
checked it
made in
out and said, you
Japan. I
know
don't
what?
think anyone in Japan worked in EA, did they? I think it's an American company.
It is an American company, but you don't know. An internship, you don't know.
That's true. That's true.
You don't know. So that is very, very unfortunate.
Yeah. But
I didn't know that. Wow, that's news to me. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
that's why I felt some type of way because of that.
All right, what's another topic you feel sensitive about?
Well, let's go into a little more happier news.
Okay.
So
The end of the movie, Tails was shown off.
exactly.
So
We know
maybe
about
the
that.
end of that, it'll be Knuckles. Maybe. I
So
think.
it's been leaked that Knuckles was going to be in this movie. So now with the synopsis,
Yeah.
it's pretty much guaranteed.
Okay.
So in the synopsis,
In what capacity, though?
well, let me go into
Oh,
the
break
synopsis.
it down.
Let me explain. Because you know what a synopsis is. It's what basically describes what's going to happen in the movie and all
Mm-hmm.
that type of stuff. So Tom and Maddie, I don't know if you remember who those two, the adults, the ones who take care of Sonic, are going on a vacation. They're going to leave Sonic alone. Now, as soon as, of course, they leave for vacation, Dr. Robotnik comes along with Knuckles. So they're coming along with them, and they're going to get the emerald to be able to, take over the world, take over the land, and get power. So now it's going to be Sonic with his friend Tails to get at them and try to stop them and get the emerald before they do. And that's the movie. That's what the movie's going to be about. Yeah. Obviously, that's just a synopsis, so a lot more detail goes in it, obviously. But they did finish the movie about a month ago. They're just finishing all the CGI and things like that.
So, how much time will Knuckles be shown off?
So it looks like, they haven't said it, but it looks like that's actually going to be a decent amount of time.
I thought they would be smart and hold that off.
Not from what they was showing
Not from
on
the
the
synopsis.
synopsis.
Can that be changed? Or synopsis is usually kind of concrete?
Usually, for the most part, they are.
Okay.
Movie comes out next year, early next year.
Early next year. So we're talking...
I don't know the exact date yet. I don't think they have a date.
Give us a date, Outlandish.
I don't know. Oh, what
do
I
you
would
think?
think, if it came out around the same time the other one did, which was in February, that would be fantastic. Make it a birthday gift. I would love that. I'll see it on my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Birthday gift. Yep. Yeah, they might as well keep it in February, right?
Because it came out February 14th, 2020, before everything happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, it was like one of the last movies to come out of things before everything happened.
That's crazy how we watching Sonic and then realizing that happened.
No, it literally, it was all my friends, we all went and decided to see that movie. Then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, that happened. So it was like one of the last movies I actually went to
That's
see in
crazy.
theaters to see it.
That is crazy.
But yeah, so I'm not personally excited, and with this synopsis, I'm even more excited because I'm excited how they're going to treat Knuckles, how they're gonna the voice actor. I'm kind of curious how the voice actor is gonna sound like.
I want to know how he's going to look.
That's another thing too. I'm hoping
Because you already know what happened with Sonic. I want to know how he looked.
No. They fixed him. So as long as Knuckles doesn't look like that beat up Sonic that was the first trailer ever, I'll be fine.
But what Knuckles physique do you think they're going to capture? What do you think?
I'm hoping
They
they
will do.
capture how he looks like in the 3D games like Sonic Adventure, Sonic
Like the regular
Heroes.
body.
I honestly, I wouldn't be 100% mad if they did the Sonic Boom look, from the cartoon show.
That's where I disagree.
I don't
disagree.
hate that. I mean, I prefer if they did old Sonic, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
No.
That's just me personally. I don't hate it, but I prefer the regular Knuckles, from the Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes, things like that. I would
When
prefer
it's
that.
Knuckles, gotta be from the games. Big old head, small body, big ass feet. That's what we know and love.
Well, that's what Sonic looks
not-
like now. So if they keep it like that, that'd be good.
If that homeboy looked like big and bad, like the Netflix and all that stuff, we're gonna have big.
Watch
issues,
it, they
bro.
give him make him all extra beefy and shit.
Yeah, right. Extra beefy, just like.
Freaking he's
Hey, what's up, guys?
no leg day, is all arms.
All arms. I'm saying. I'm saying no leg day. Like, oh, I mean, yeah. Let's look at this. All right, let's check this out. Let's bring it up.
That'll be kind of funny. Like, I'm hoping they don't do that, but
Knuckles.
yeah, if they keep it like the original, like the original 3D Sonic, I would like that. That'll be a good look.
Or they could troll the internet, which what what X-Men did. Okay, let me bring it.
Oh God, I'm worried.
Oh God, I just
What
thought
do
about
you
it.
mean?
Hold up. So what if they did a troll near the end or during the movie with Knuckles? Capture the trend, you know what I mean?
Oh God.
Remember how Xbox, I keep saying Xbox, X-Men with the Juggernaut.
Yes.
When the Juggernaut ran through and then he fell through and then she said, "Who are you?" And he was, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." And it, yeah. See, you remember that? You know what's funny?
Ripley.
A lot of people didn't realize
That's an old.
that is an old. And if guys that you don't know, yes,
Old.
Not even
That
an
was
old
from like
meme.
the early 2000s.
it was an old video of just a voice acting of an old school X-Men show.
Well, yeah, from the 90s.
Yeah,
The one we used to watch.
Yep.
That wasn't the exact voice, obviously.
It was
because
not, no.
Obviously.
But they just made it a comedy
And
version.
they added their own voices.
And that
to
was
it.
a bitch. I'll catch. What he say? He said, "You must have looked a bitch. I'll catch you. What the fuck you?"
I just love the part
I'll
like,
catch you,
I'm
motherfucker.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
And I got a bitch with me. Yeah, we're gonna have a party like that. That was so funny, and so it caught traction. It was viral at that time.
Well, yeah, it came out like early 2000s, right? That's
Yeah,
when we
and then when the
started
Xbox, the
and stuff.
Xbox again, dude. I think X and I think Xbox automatically. Microsoft, you done did it to me. So the X-Men movie came out. I don't know which one was the third one, or you know movies that more than I do as far as remembering.
Oh, I think it probably was the third one.
Yeah. So then when he came through and he dropped, I remember in the theaters he dropped and she goes, "Who are you?" We all stood up, and then he was like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." Skittles, popcorn, flying. We didn't even care about the movie anymore. We was like, "Oh, he said it!
He said it!"
It was so great. It was so awesome. And it was very memorable. Now, what if Sonic does that with an iconic Knuckles trend?
I don't know.
Do you recall what I mean?
What do you mean?
Of the
I'm trying to see what
you don't remember?
I probably do. I just can't think of it right.
You don't
now.
remember the Knuckles theme? It'll just move, and he has Super Saiyan Knuckles. You don't remember that? It's the trend. What is this name?
Oh, why can't I think of it?
What's his name? I'm gonna put the picture.
Oh,
What is it?
Ugandan Knuckles.
Yes, Ugandan. Yes,
Ugandan.
Ugandan
Yeah.
Knuckles.
Nah, I remember that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So what if they pull that, and so you guys are aware what I am talking about? I will get the image.
This huge meme that happened a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was everywhere. That meme.
Let's see. Hold on. No, I'm gonna get it. Let me get it. Yeah. Was it Wakandan?
Ugandan. No, Ugandan.
Ugandan.
Ugandan. Yes.
Oh, that thing's huge, is it? Hold on.
Ugandan Knuckles.
No, it's not huge.
Yeah, because it was on VR chat. That's where it all started.
That's where it started, right?
Yeah,
so there's
it
the
was
image
VR
there.
chat, yeah.
Yeah. So what if they add that near the end of it? Because clearly that art design is not gonna be put money on during the movie.
It'd be kind of funny if it's like one of those like wanted sites type of thing.
Yeah, like
That
an
would be
Easter
kinda
egg,
funny,
like an Easter egg in the
type of
movie.
thing. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you got it.
Yeah, like they recognized it, or maybe they're like finding something. All of a sudden, they find that knuckle, and they go and they'll check it out. You know? But,
yeah. Yep, you got the Knuckles right there.
yeah, that would be
That would be kind of funny.
that would be crazy. That would be nuts. But
Yeah,
Wakanda
exactly.
Knuckles, that would be
Ugandan.
funny. What am I saying? When I say
Ugandan.
Wakanda, Wakanda forever.
Yeah, it's like that's Wakanda first off.
Yeah,
It's so wrong.
that is so wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, next, let's see.
It's another one.
Yeah, let's talk about Bethesda moving their form.
Yeah, I read about that, which makes sense.
I get
but
it.
doesn't make sense.
Well, I'll give you both ways on thing because basically Bethesda announced that they're going to be moving their forums, which for people who don't know really forums, because there might be some young audience out there, a forum is pretty much like kind of like a message board type of thing. People could ask questions, people could chat and stuff like that, and people will like, chat and things. There's a bunch of things they had a lot of forums back in the day. There was like a lot of websites had forums. A lot of sites that I used to do, like Gaia Online or things like that, had forums. Things like that. It's like pretty much a way you could chat, but it's not like live kind of thing. It's kind of like you just like put a chat and then people will answer it or like talk with you in it. It's kind of hard to explain what.
So
forum
what I take is I'm going to bring up the Bethesda. What I take is a forum is, in a sense, like a social media post on Facebook waiting for comments.
I guess you could say something like that.
It's like a Facebook waiting for comments.
I guess. You could say
and that
something
is
like
mainly
that.
used for any other topic. So, and it's archived. So,
Exactly.
So if you're going on a search and 4 years ago, they had the same question that now you're playing and you have that question. You could Google search it and that Google will search for that exact topic.
Exactly.
And that is the form. And it looks ugly at first sometimes. And when you see the topic and you see the answers, you know what is exactly what a forum is? Reddit. Reddit is the newer version of a forum. Find answers, and thus when I go through and I Google stuff, I will find my answer on a forum of some sort. It could be AT&T, it could be a Nissan. It could they still utilize forums, but they're going out. It's not the same. Reddit took over.
Yeah, Reddit took over.
Reddit is more
Reddit
of a
is like everywhere now.
Yeah, Reddit is a social network driven forum.
Kinda, yeah. You could say
Based
that.
from an old technology, which is forums.
So pretty much, they're going to basically move away from forums,
Yeah.
and they're going to put it to a Discord. So they're going to be using Discord for their main interacting, like fans and stuff, interacting with each other and with Bethesda and things like that, with any questions or things like that. My issue with it, which you already discussed, is the whole finding answers. Let's say that's like a specific bug that you're looking for that happened in the game. Usually if you Google it, go to a forum, you'll be able to find the answer. Like someone's dealing with that bug too and be able to help you. Or let's say like a walkthrough, they're having like, you're having a certain area. They'll be able to answer that with the forum too. Using a Discord, you can't really do things like that because pretty much
No, because it's all enclosed, right?
it's enclosed, it's live because there's people chatting right away. And there's really no archiving it. And literally, if you have to look for an answer, you have to scroll through the whole like Discord chat to find out the answer you're looking for.
So they don't even have
things
their
like
own.
that.
So Discord, you can make your own type of. Because I know I had a Discord and they had certain topics, but they're all live.
Yeah, they're pretty much all live.
So there's no way of.
There's like the chat rooms.
Oh my
Discord's
god!
like chat
Oh
rooms.
my god!
So that's pretty
not
much
cool at all.
the issues with that.
I mean, that's the new way forward. So maybe
It is the new way forward.
Maybe they're
because-
doing that to say, well, we're going to do this with Discord. So if there's any other issues, Reddit.
Well, that's the thing. They said they're going to use Reddit to do like some of those type of forum type of things, but they get rid of all their forums and
They are transferring. They will transfer what they have to Discord at some capacity in July. I read that.
Well, the thing is, May 24th, you're not
Yeah.
allowed to do any more new
Posts.
posts at
done.
all. And then starting July, that's when they're going to start shutting down everything.
Yeah.
Now, any post that you want to do, you have to save it yourself. Because if not, they're scrubbing it off so it will not exist no more. So your forum posts, all that, will not exist anymore. So if there's any forum post that you have, get it right now. Because you're not going to save it. Because you can do that. You could save it. Like, screenshot it or, I don't know, figure out a way to save it. But yeah, that's my thing. Like, I understand, like, the Reddit thing, which is actually pretty cool that they're doing that. But all the previous answers and stuff like that, they can't transfer that over. So what if you playing, like, an older game and there's a bug issue? You literally have to kind of go like Discord or Reddit to ask the questions because they're not going to keep all those things. Those are going away.
I think what a lot of people are venturing off is to have immediate answers live.
But
So if they get the answer and they get it right away, boom. But how are they going to monitor it? And if that's such a consistent question and they're not answering it, you're never going to get the answer.
exactly.
Yeah, I think
Because
they
not
just-
everyone deals with the same situation. What happens if you get like a specific bug that only you're dealing with and no one knows the answer to it?
Yep. Game over.
Exactly.
Reddit. That's what's gonna happen. Reddit's gonna get all those frustrated.
Now the
I
positive.
would say millennial/boomer type of gamers. I guess if you want to consider that.
So now a little positive is the Elder Scroll Online games
Yeah.
will not be affected by this. They'll still have their forums.
It had something like a
It's
legacy.
a separate
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's
Yep.
a separate thing. That's why. So they'll still have their forums. So if you're playing Elder Scrolls Online, you don't have to worry about that. It's pretty much any other Bethesda stuff.
Everything else besides Elder Scroll.
Yeah, online has to be Elder Scrolls Online, not Elder Scrolls, because that's different. But yeah, so I don't know. That kind of like I understand everything is moving to a new thing. Discord. I use Discord a lot, so I understand.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's
sad
it's
because
kind of sad. It is.
even I knew forums was going away.
Yeah, because I mean they were huge in the early 2000s. Like
Oh, yeah.
I used them all the time.
That was our live.
Yeah,
that was our
remember
live.
GameFAQs too and all that
Yep.
type of stuff they had?
Yep.
All that.
I used to
go on there.
I did my music, and I would get answers and questions
Yeah.
through Cakewalk with Sonar Professional 8. And I would have all the answers, and they would help me out.
And I would go on
I
Gaia.
learned about compression and all that stuff through forums.
And I used to go on Gaia online, met a lot of people on there.
Yep.
I actually met some real life friends through
Yep.
Gaia and all
Yep.
that type of stuff. It's
So
like,
forums is like it's
Yeah,
a it's
it
a
was a
live
good
chat,
thing.
but posts like Reddit.
yeah.
So I guess they're just moving away from it because forums, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's going to be
They're
a
not
dead
that
platform.
popular. I mean, it is. Like I said, the only thing I would think, because I play a lot of older games, and I use forums to like look up on stuff, like if I get stuck or something like that. So forums help. So I don't know. This is just Bethesda, but I don't know if other forums are going to start doing this too.
They're going to. I think forums is going to be what a business is going to look at as innovative. Like, hey, we got forums. You can ask any other questions, which it's a fucking old platform anyway.
Well, yeah, pretty much everyone nowadays just use Reddit for like AMAs, which is to ask any questions you want.
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing. They
So
use that all the
I'm
time,
thinking
so.
forums will be. It's going to go away, and I think the last dying, the last burial is going to be all these corporations, and then they're going to be like, nah, we're going to have to use Discord, guys. We're going to have to hire somebody
Discord, Reddit,
that
all
is
that
going to be
type of
live
stuff.
to answer
Yep.
all these questions because forums, nobody likes it. It's an eyesore. It's an eyesore.
Yeah.
And then what I don't like is all the moderators and all that. You can't say this, you can't say I, you can't say thee, you can't say this. Make sure you don't do this, make sure you do that. And it turns me off. I'm like, you, I don't want to do all that. And then you got to create an account. No. I want my name to be added to this and go. Discord. So you go in, boom, done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get it. Like,
It's
it's
I get
just,
it, but
it's
this
just
is a little sad. That's all.
seeing a big studio like that
Exactly.
and then knowing they're like, oh my God, oh crap, everything's gonna be gone.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel too.
R.I.P. forums.
Let's see.
Hit us with another. Hit us with another. Hit us with another.
Oh
Hit us
yeah,
with
we can
another.
talk about
What?
this one because this one I kind of like myself as a collector.
Okay.
So, Mega Man Wily Wars was a game that was originally for the Sega Genesis, but didn't come out to America except on the Sega Channel, which was a very brief online Sega thing they did back then. You was only able to play certain games on it.
And what's it called? Mega Man what?
Mega Man Wily Wars. WILY Wars.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Pretty much what this game is, it's the first 3 Mega Man games that originally came out from the NES. They made the graphics a little prettier, like updated it to Genesis graphics, and updated the sounds to Genesis. Because remember, the original games came out for NES, which was, an older system than the Genesis. Mm-hmm. So originally the game came out in Europe and Japan for physical copies, which are now super rare to find. And it never came out in America as a physical copy, only as a online thing on the Sega Channel, which of
Digital.
course you can't have access to that anymore because it died off a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Now, due to what's the name of this company, Retrobit, they got the rights to put this game on a cartridge. So now you'll be able to get the cartridge of this game, the original Genesis cartridge of the game. So if you have a Genesis, you can play it, and they're coming out with a collector's edition of the game. So they're gonna have the game along with like art book, posters,
Well,
cards, and all that type of stuff. A reverse cover, so you get like two kind of different colors for like the cover art and
Yeah.
all that type of stuff.
That's awesome.
It's going to be $70 for
That's
the
a
whole
good
thing.
fan service,
Exactly. And the pre-order started today. It's going to be up until June 21st, so you have a month to pre-order it. And yeah, I think it's pretty awesome for a game rare like that coming to America at like, an affordable price to have for your collection. Because honestly, because I'm at the point that I'm collecting games, older games now, and I do want to collect all the games, but seeing the price of this game, it's like in the hundreds. The Wily Warrior games, it's in the hundreds, so it's expensive. Having something like this, it'll be nice to have, and I'll be able to have it in my collection, and I don't have to spend an arm and a leg for it.
Now that is pretty cool.
Yeah,
For $70 to have all that,
you get the first 3 Mega
that
Man
answers
games.
a lot of fans for those that are a fan of Mega Man.
Exactly. So I think it's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to get it. And like I said, I love when they do things like this because it's like rare games that are hard to find and they do like a re-release of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like when they do things like that. So it helps people who can't afford the original price to still play the game.
Yeah, just like a Marvel vs. Capcom.
Exactly. That's
That
another
came out, and
expensive
that was
one.
very, very rare and very expensive. And then finally they came out as a release. Game Pass Ultimate had it for the Xbox, so now you can download that because it came out as a digital. As soon as it came out as digital, the price went down.
And remember things like, the PS3, remember they were getting rid of all their PS1 titles. A lot of their games that are on there, like Suikoden 2, $250 to buy that game. $6 on the PlayStation
Yep.
3.
So now you wonder.
And then there's The Misadventures of Trombone, another rare title from the Mega Man universe. Almost $300 like that physical game. $6 on the PlayStation
my
3. So
God.
things like that, when they do things like that, I like that.
Which brings me to our next conversation.
Okay.
Another lawsuit has been filed. Another law firm has attacked Sony for digital monopoly.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, of
Last
course.
episode we talked about Sony lawsuit, and pretty much what is stated is people feel like they're taking advantage of the digital market through Sony because they stopped selling their
Like
digital
Walmarts and
codes
all
through
that.
Walmart and
Yeah,
stuff, and then
exactly.
they get their games on the actual
On Sony products
digital.
only. the
Sony
digital.
products only. Yep.
Sony
This law
products
firm says a bunch of stuff that makes sense, but then doesn't make sense. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you because it's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid. And dude, what the heck, man? I had it too. Let's look it up here. Sony lawsuit, another firm. We can get it to you here. Nope. Hold on. Digital.
Can you pass me your cheese tip?
They could hear you.
Whoops.
Oh my god, I can't spell digital. Digital store. Yeah, don't spill your drink. Did you drink your drink?
It's over here.
Cool. Is it still full?
It's halfway.
All right, I'm gonna focus the camera on you. So then let's see. No. Okay, it's still there. Good. All right. Cool. So I'm trying to. Dude, I had the link. I probably deleted it because I tried to get the image. Class action suits digital store. Okay, where's that? Damn, dude. Seriously? I had it here, bro. Ars Tech. I don't want to give y'all just a butchered version of it. There you go. Here we go. I don't want to butcher news for you. So a second law firm has been proposed to sue as a class action lawsuit to Sony. And the thing is, now they're putting the PlayStation 5 digital console to make their argument,
Really?
which does make sense-ish. And this is what we're talking about. The digital edition and this is a courtesy of Ars Technica. The digital edition and the second and the standard edition of the PS5 are not interchangeable markets. The suit argues because of the large price discount of $100 for the digital edition hardware. The suit argues that a consumer faced with the legally relevant, small but significant, and transitory increases in price in digital games on the PS5 will not transition away from the PS5 DE to the PS5 DE Digital Edition. At the same time, though, the Soup points out that a number of disc-based games are available from retailers at prices 30 to 40 less than the same digital game through the PlayStation Store. If the super competitive, and if you, hopefully the camera's on me, yes, I gave you the quotes. I gave you my air quotes. Okay. Super competitive price for digital games were really a concern of the potential PS5 purchaser. One has to wonder why that hypothetical customer ignored these cheaper discs and bought the digital edition in the first place. So in a way, they're attacking the PlayStation. They're attacking Sony because of the class action lawsuit of the digital games that are high, and the store sells it for less. So their argument now is saying, well, you guys are selling two consoles, right? But at the same time, you're still coursing them to go digital because you have only digital, you sell a system that's digital. So the logical thing you're thinking is, well, if the consumer has a choice between digital and regular, if they really had a dispute of price, a physical versus digital, and if it's a big difference, for one, why would Sony even offer the digital? And two, why would a consumer buy the digital if they can see the price that is $20 disc and online is $60? So it's kind of
Exactly.
I get where they're coming from. They're like, well, you stop people from getting digital codes to buy the digital game, but you sell a digital system. Makes sense. Like, why are you selling digital? And because when you buy that, you're going to buy the games at Sony. So you're already right there in the marketplace, and that's their argument. They're like, because you buy a physical system, you're only going to have these people buying digital games. So that's anti-competitive because you're making a monopoly by skyrocketing your prices compared to the actual store itself. And Sony's argument, I can say, is, well, I'm not the one trying to make money off the games that I sell that I can't sell in the storefront. So if a game is $60 and nobody's buying it $60, how is Walmart going to sell their inventory? They're going to have to lower the prices.
Exactly. That's what that.
Walmart's going to take it, and developers and publishers will still get paid. They're going to have to lower it somehow.
Oh, exactly.
They're going to have to entice the consumers to come into the store and buy the games. Because, yeah, I've noticed that as of late. For the past 2 or 3 years, a game would come out $60, and like 2 weeks later, Amazon's selling it for $40.
Exactly.
And then Walmart's selling it to compete it to $40 because everybody shops on Amazon.
But the
so once they
digital
see a price of
version
$40,
stays 60.
Yeah, but the digital store and Sony stay 60. So at face value, you see, oh, wow. Well, that's crazy. But Amazon still sells the digital. Now Sony's blocking that. But they're only blocking that for physical stores. So I think Amazon is Amazon still able to sell digital games? I think so.
Well, I know because I see digital downloads on Amazon all the time.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Amazon's not touched by this. It's only physical
But
stores.
I haven't looked lately, so I'm not 100% sure.
Target, Walmart, GameStop, they are affected.
Yeah.
Because they have to make their numbers. So now they're saying, well, you can't do that anymore. And I'm Sony, and I could say what I want to say, right? So this is a class action lawsuit. And again, I'm going to stick with what we mentioned in the previous episodes. It's not going to go far.
Yeah, it's not.
Because to be honest with you, there's a rule that lawyers play for every case. It's a rule. So it's not like a law, but it's a rule, and I'm going to probably butcher this, but if the gullible can understand it, then you don't have a case. So if you're so gullible of everything in your life and you could clearly understand what's A and what's B, then if your case fits that rule, that case is thrown out.
Pretty much, yeah. So
you're going to be an average consumer. You're going to purchase a $500 product, but then you're told by the rep that, hey, you can actually get the same power with the PlayStation 5 at $400. The only thing is you only can buy digital. The first thing you're going to say is, oh, well, I can't get any discs. What about all the discs that I already have? That's the first thing a consumer is going to say at first. What about all the other disc games I have? But if they already are hip to digital, and they all have digital because they don't want to deal with a disc, to have the disc in there to play or have the disc in there to,
Yeah, exactly.
then they're going to go digital because they're not seeing the price. Maybe later on down the road when they see the price differences, maybe they might trade in that digital to get a physical. Because the same thing could be for Xbox too. They sold, but Microsoft sold an S S.
Yeah, the S is the digital.
S is digital.
One.
Yeah, S is digital, and it's a lower powered system. So they could win that argument and go, well, it's not really the same system.
Yeah, because it's not as powerful. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not powerful.
But the PlayStation is. It's the same exact
Same
except
system.
There's no disc.
So that leaves them a little bit of why did you? See, and that goes into the Phil Spencer and the Game Pass and the iPhone model, because iPhones come out with same phones, different space.
Yeah.
And then the difference of another phone, which the Max is a bigger screen. But that's it. Maybe some camera differences.
But pretty much everything else is the same.
Camera difference, size, screen, and space. Everything else is the same. Same horsepower, same chip. So when Sony comes up with same system, digital and disc, it leaves them a little bit open, because then he went ahead and stopped digital. So I think their motives didn't align. They shouldn't have done that. I will say, to prevent this, they shouldn't have done it. But I personally believe, even if they did, it's up to the general consumer, because we've had the digital transition already.
Yeah.
That they understand once you buy digital, you know what you're getting into. And again, the first thing that people think is, what about the discs that I have? And what I was thinking when I was driving today, I'm thinking, remember the service Voodoo?
Oh, yeah. I remember. I think that's still out there.
I think they're probably still out there. There was another one, Voodoo and something else. It wasn't Violet or V something. It was one that if you had a physical disc, you could upload it to the cloud as a digital copy, and then that'll be your digital copy wherever you go.
Isn't that called Ultra something?
Ultraviolet? Or that was a movie. That was probably a movie.
That's a movie.
Ultra something.
Yeah, Ultraviolet's
so there was
a
a
movie.
service that I'm trying to remember that you get a physical disc and you upload it, put it in the cloud, and now you have a copy. You proved your purchase. You have that copy that's digital, and you can take that digital anywhere you go. What if they did that? That would destroy the whole entire argument and the whole entire lawsuits. But Sony's not thinking that way, because they sold two systems for an exact reason. Maybe they'll gain more profit margins by selling digital only. They save costs and got rid of the drive, but they get more of a share through the digital storefront.
Yeah.
And I bet you that's what they had in their mind, not thinking class action lawsuits can hit. But it all goes back to the consumer. Will it make a big impact? Yes, like what you said earlier. $200 some odd, but then you go right to the store and it's $6.
Exactly.
So now you're buying it for a collector's edition, for collection purposes, or you're going to buy it for gameplay and gameplay only. You're going to go buy a digital system and understanding it's only digital and digital games only with no disc drive, or getting a system that has disc drive. Your library of games that you buy physical will be playable, but you still have access to digital store. So the price fluctuations, you don't need to bother with digital.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's a good argument, but I don't think it's going to go far. Because it's all going to go to digital anyway.
Yeah.
Physical
exactly.
media will be gone soon, probably the next 10 years. I'm saying 10 years.
Yeah, I can
Could
see
be
that.
sooner, could be later, we don't know. And they might operate the physical to digital, and then wherever digital goes.
We'll see.
So that's that Sony stuff.
Yeah, we'll see how that's gonna go.
All right, give me another one.
Devolver Digital going public.
And what's this name?
Devolver
Devolver.
Digital.
Go ahead.
So, Devolver Digital recently announced that they're going to go public.
And public meaning they're opening the IPO.
IPU. Oh, IPO. Why did I say you?
Don't
I'm
try.
stupid.
Shit, I do.
Like
stocks,
you
boy.
know stock.
better
You know you
better
should.
cut
I'm
that out.
stupid. I'm sorry.
Cut that out.
I'm stupid.
All that mess.
So, yeah. What I love about this, they're an indie company. And they're doing this.
Yeah. Surprisingly. Now, what is the library of
So their big,
Devolver?
their recent big title, obviously, was Fall Guys.
Yeah.
That was a huge title of theirs recently. But they also did Reigns,
Okay.
and they also did Hotline Miami, another big one.
Okay.
Grace, which is like an RPG adventure type of game. Enter the Gungeon, Ollie Ollie, and my friend Pedro. They do a lot of weird type of games.
Yeah.
A lot of indie type of games. And their conferences, because they do a lot of E3 conferences, are weird.
They're weird as hell.
Weird. They're known for the weird ones they do. Because they do a lot of like very experimental like type of E3 conferences. Like there was one where they did like a freaking horror movie. It's like they went like gross, like dark, like bloody type
Oh my
of
God.
thing. That was a couple of years ago. They go all out with their E3, but it gets people to look at them because they get creative with it. But something like this, yeah, it's very interesting. So they are valuing themselves. Is that what you say? How you say it?
Valuing, yep.
At $1.4 billion IPU. Yeah, IPO. Why do I keep saying you? Oh, the IPO of $1.4 billion.
Now, IPO is an introduced amount of their valuation. And once IPO goes out, they cut that ribbon, and all Robinhood app downloads, and we all invest, and we now have a say to where the company and the direction goes. A lot of people say that once you open an IPO, the souls are sold. They don't care.
A lot of people say that. That's
So-
why some people are having issues with this because since they're an indie company, why
They gassed up.
They just like they got gassed up with like, oh, you're selling your souls now because you got some fame and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So
And
now
once you got Fall
you're not
Guys
indie
running
no more
around.
now. You're a AAA title. You're a AAA
Yep.
company now.
Yep. We doing an EA type deal. No, a lot of IPOs. The most recent ones, Uber and Lyft came out, and then
Yeah.
DoorDash, and then the Grubhub. So you got all those happening, and it puts a direction where the company's going to go, and it allows an average citizen to go put their money in and see what happens. But to have an indie with one powerful game that I recall, which is Fall Guys, to be probably the main reason why they offer this valuation.
Well, this is not the main reason. They have, like I said, the hotline.
And I don't recall any of those. Maybe I'm the one living on the rock with these types of odd things. I didn't even know they did E3 odd.
Oh, I knew.
So
Yeah, I
maybe
knew
I'm out the
about
loop,
that.
but I do remember one, and that probably says a statement. Fall Guys. But what they're gonna do with this after they do the IPO? What is their main mission? What is their new niche or new thing to do?
I would like to know about that because they haven't gone into detail.
It could be
about
one of
that.
those. It could be one of those studios that, because of the valuation, could take a good risk, and it could be popping. Fall Guys is one of them. It was very creative, nice, and then all of a sudden it just kept on steam.
Blew up, went everywhere.
Yep. I mean,
It's not as popular nowadays, but
Yeah.
it got super popular back
that's
then.
that's like Among Us.
Yeah.
That's like Among Us. How it randomly was. It's a game from years ago,
2018.
2018. All of a sudden, it got popular now,
In
and
2020,
people now
it just
hit.
got super popular.
Yep.
A 4-person company, 4 people made this game that also got super popular, and now everyone talks about this game now.
Yeah. So just like that, I wouldn't be surprised. But for an IPO with that valuation, that's big.
It's big.
So I want to know what they're going to show off for E3 to justify this, and what other opportunities they're going to take
What new
advantage of
games
with
they're
Fall
going to do,
Guys.
yeah. Well, not just Fall Guys, maybe some new IPs. Who knows?
Well, they're going to have to milk the cow.
Well, they have to.
They're
Yeah.
going to have to cash cow, baby. They're Fall Guys, so they might going to
Well,
have
the
all
thing
that
is,
financial
I know a
backing to
lot
make
of
it
people who want
more popular.
I know a lot of people want another Hotline Miami sequel because that's a huge game too.
All right. Well, that could be another one too.
That could be.
Maybe all they need that financing, and then
So yeah.
I said maybe their revenue streams are anticipated to be booming through
Exactly.
the new systems as well as iOS devices and Android devices.
Yeah. So pretty much, Zeus Capital is going to be helping them.
Zeus Capital. Oh my God, what a name!
So they're going to be helping them, make their arrangements and everything. And they're looking to do this by the end of this year. They didn't give an exact date, but they're
Yeah.
looking to do it by the end of this year.
Anything can change, but it does seem like because of an indie IPO, we'll just got to see what happens.
Well, if they're doing this, they're not indie anymore. Definitely not indie anymore, because indies don't do shit like this. Let me see. Oh, I could discuss this. So, they showed a new trailer for the next new big Switch title, Mario Golf Super Rush.
Mario Golf Super Rush?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they showed a new trailer for it.
I would love to play this trailer, but I don't know if we're gonna get flagged like last time.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't want to.
Man, I was so disappointed, and now I've realized we could fight it and put it in as a reaction, but then it takes about 30 days to review.
Because I see a lot of people react to stuff all the time.
Yeah. So I wonder, do they do that a month ago?
I watch a lot of them.
But if you change it, how quick do they? It says 30 days, so it's our trial and error to find out how quick they can do it. Because if I could just say, boom, put it, and then it's a reaction, will it still show?
Maybe we could do like a separate thing, maybe, just to test it out. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do that next time.
Yeah, because I really want to do that.
We'll do it next time.
Kind of makes or breaks a lot of the things that we wanted to do.
Yeah, I know.
That's fun and interactive. But we see everybody doing it, so we'll see.
Yeah. So there's a new Mario Golf Super Rush. So they showing a bunch of details on the new modes, along with some details on the game. They're going to do what they call speed golf, which is a mode. It's a fast-paced. Players tee off against each other, and they run through the course and go to each hole and putt all the holes. And the person who does hit all the holes fastest wins. So it's a different, because in real golf you obviously don't do that. So of course with Mario, you know how they always like to make things super with
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Ha.
So they'll be able to do that. People are able to hit each other with like power moves and stuff like that to like make people fall off and all that type of stuff. So they could try to things like Mario Kart. You know how you could throw things on it to like interrupt them and stuff like that. You could pretty much do the same thing here.
Imagine you could do that to people that play golf, huh?
Exactly, I know, right? And then pretty much Battle Golf is the same thing, but just the first 3 holes. The first person who does the first 3 holes wins. And then they have Standard Golf, which is obviously just the standard. And they also have Adventure Mode, which you get to use your Mii, your little Mii that you created. You start from the beginning, and then you get yourself to a pro. You'll be able to do challenges. You'll be able to go through the courses, meet all the Mario characters and stuff like that.
Can you do the golf swing with the Joy-Con?
We get into that.
All right. I'm just saying, questions. I'm just thinking about it.
Exactly. Cool. So pretty much you have both options. You could use the Joy-Con to do like an actual golf swing.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you could use the controls, whichever is easier for you.
I think we're going to probably get that for the child.
Because if he likes a little golf, especially Mario and golf.
Yeah. Mario and golf, and then we could just play boom. Because my son's rare. My son, he's very rough. So he'll take him like, oh look, bam! When it goes flying, I'm like that's not gotta be easy.
Exactly. So the good thing is they're gonna have 60 characters to play as, which is good, and you'll be able to play 4-player either local or online.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I'm like what they show. Like I'm not the biggest sports fan. I just kind of wanted to say because I figured other people are.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well,
I'm not going to say all what I like.
Especially with the Switch too. So that's
exactly.
That's more of a.
But yeah, it seems like it's pretty cool and. For people who like those type of Mario sports, because what I like about Mario sports titles, even though I'm the biggest Mario fan, they like to put their spin to it, make it more fun.
Yeah.
Make it more not like boring golf. Like I said, adding stuff like Mario Kart where you get to fight each other in order to try to get all the holes, and whoever does it first wins.
Yeah. I know it's friendly for the kids, and I know my kids will love it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that would be great for my nephews. It would be fantastic for them.
Yeah. One's rough, one's calm.
It'll be great. Both of them can play at the same time. It'll be
yeah.
It's a 2-player game.
Is it 2 or 4 players?
They set up to 4 players, but
nice.
Obviously you can probably do 2.
Yeah.
That's and you could also do online too. So you can play out people online too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this one's actually pretty cool. I wonder how well it'll do. Hopefully it'll do well as a Switch. I don't know if it'll sell like Animal Crossing or Super Mario Odyssey levels.
I think it'll have a stable.
Maybe like 1-2 million, possibly 3.
Like we're just 1 or 2 million.
3.
Yeah.
Well, for Nintendo, that's like decent for them.
Yeah.
Because Animal Crossing did like 33, but no one's counting.
No one's counting, guys.
Except me. Okay.
Yeah, because you gave us the numbers last week. So yeah, no one's counting. All right, which the image is up there, so you guys have an idea of Super Mario Rush. What's another one? Super Rush. That's pretty cool. When's that coming out again?
Comes out next month.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm excited about it.
Another game to get the Forget the kids.
Yeah, I
What
think
news we got?
Let me see.
There's a lot.
Oh, this one I want to talk about because I think it's awesome. I also like talking about things like this too. So there's a thing that happens like usually during like the different kind of seasons and stuff. It's called GDQ, which is called Games Done Quick.
Okay.
This is basically a charity type of thing they do for speedrunners.
Explain what a speedrunner is for those that don't know.
So what a speedrunner is basically their goal is to beat the game that they have as fast as possible using anything in the game that they are able to do. Glitches. Like not cheats.
Like that one amiibo
Not
that you
cheats,
can get.
but glitches. Like ways like they could like manipulate this game without actually like putting cheat codes into it and stuff like that. Like all that time. Try to get from the beginning of the game to the end of the game.
So
That
this
is their
whole
goal.
thing becomes the damn competition type deal, huh?
Exactly. So pretty much people try to like do a competition and say who could beat the game the fastest.
Yeah.
There's like all kinds of games. You can literally do a speed on any type of game. Anyway, for like Mario games, to sports house, even RPGs and things like that.
That's
you can
crazy.
literally do like because they're basically they use their mind to try to focus on trying to beat the game as quick as possible.
Yeah.
That's their goal.
That's their mission.
So this one is called GDQ Summer, the Summer GDQ. So they're going to be doing one. It's going to be from July 4th to the 11th. It's going to be all online because usually these type of things are done in person, but obviously everything's still not 100% complete yet, so they have to do everything online. Oh, they're going to be over 100 different kind of games. I couldn't give you a list of all the games because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they have a whole schedule on the website, so you'll be able to see exactly what it's all going to be live. So because people like to watch speedruns because it's like interesting to see how people like try to beat.
See
a
how
certain
quick
game.
they can knock it out, huh?
Exactly.
Like,
There's
oh my
some
God,
games
let's
that
see
can
how
be
these
done
dudes
like
gonna do
in
it.
minutes. It can be done like an hour. Like it depends on the game. It gets crazy. I personally don't watch it because I don't like watching people play games, but.
Yeah.
I know people who are into it. And
Absolutely.
It could get super interesting. They had an event in the winter, and they raised $2.7 million.
And this is a charity, right?
Yeah, for a charity. Let me see if they had. Did I write down the charity? Oh yeah, Doctors Without Borders. That's what the charity they're going to be working
Okay,
with.
cool.
Which is pretty cool that they're working at. So they already did 2.7 million during the winter one they had.
Yep.
So hopefully they'll be able to beat that goal because that was the second most. Because they've been doing this for 11 years,
Yeah.
and the 2.7 is the second most money that they have raised. So hopefully this summer they'll be able to like beat that score. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I just like showing that off because I just want to get it out there because more people could watch it, more people could donate, stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
these type of streams, you donate to them, to the creators, and all the money goes towards charity. So the creators
Which
don't
is
get paid
good.
anything. It's all
Why
charity.
not, right? Why not?
And it's going to be a bunch of like big name streamers, obviously, going to be playing these type
yeah,
of games.
yeah.
Because
You know how that's gonna get.
So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I
Big
wanted to
name
get that.
streamers, and then like the most upset, quickest speed run you could do.
Exactly, that's the goal. That's the whole point of speedrunning. Is beat the game as quick as possible, doing whatever you got to do.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know they had
I
a
said, I
whole
think-
event with that. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I just like the whole charity thing. That's
Yeah,
what
that's what I'm saying. Like to
Raising
utilize
money.
such a feat and such a an option, an outlet to just bang out a game real quick, and all the revenue going in for that charity. Why not, right?
Exactly. That's what it's like. Pretty cool.
What
And
else? So you got the list because my images are.
I think this is the last one. So okay.
really. Huh?
It's no. I got one more.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's it. I thought we had a little bit more.
I did the Zelda, I did
No,
the
no.
Sonic, I did the Mega Man, I did the digital, I did the Ratchet, I did the original Stitch. Oh, there's one more after this.
Cool.
one. Okay.
All right, there you go.
So I'll do the small one first because it's easy. So, Last of Us 2 is going to have a new patch.
Oh, they already had the patch, I think.
Oh, they
I
already
think it
had the
came
patch,
out.
yeah.
Yep.
Just came out with it, which is actually pretty cool. So pretty much it's giving you the option with this patch on the PS5 to do 60 frames per second.
So it's them saying there's a way we are heavily invested into making sure we are backing up the PlayStation hardware with the games that
Exactly.
we're offering in the future, and then some. It's kind of a quiet thing for them to just be like, hey,
Yeah,
look,
it's
this is
kind
what we're
of.
doing.
But what they said afterwards is actually what I kind of like too. That they said activity is developing for the next gen console. No specifics. They didn't mention any specific, but they said that more things is happening. So I don't know what's gonna happen if they're going to make a new DLC content, or they're going to do
game.
what they did for the. Remember, because original Last of Us came out for PS3, then they did an upgraded version for the PS4.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do like an upgraded version for the PS5 now, or they're going to add a new DLC.
I
don't know.
personally don't believe they should focus on a new IPs or a sequel of whatever the case. Just put out the patches for Last of Us Part 2 and call it a day.
Well, that's why I was
That's
thinking.
my
They said no
personal belief.
specific. They said no specifics, so
they
that's
didn't-
why.
They didn't really say much, but they just said the commitment on making sure we are up. Because on the PlayStation 5, when you play the actual Last of Us Part 2, you're already getting this spoofed up.
But you're not.
But
well,
not
only
60
at-
frames.
It was only 30
Yeah.
frames per second.
So now it's 60, which
Yes.
is pretty cool.
Exactly. It looks a lot more crisper,
Crisp and smooth.
crispy.
Smooth.
Even though the game already looks gorgeous
Smooth.
already, but a
Yeah.
lot more smoother, which is good.
Which
It's
is
always
good.
good to be smooth.
Which is good.
Now this one, it's a little title that I wanted to talk about because I like. Remember, we used to play like fighting games all the time.
Absolutely.
So this one is a 2D fighter. It's called Blazing Strike. Originally, this game was going to be made by Rare Breed Makes Games, which is a one-person guy who is making the game. His name being Mark Chung, Rare Breed. His middle name, his nickname is Rare Breed.
Okay.
So originally he was making the game. Originally it was supposed to be a 2D fighter with 3D characters. That's what it originally going to be. But then it's called Blazing Strike. But then Axis. I don't know if you know what Axis is.
Atlas or Axis?
Axis,
Axis.
the one who have made the games Blaze Blue
So it is.
and
Hold up. It's at. What is it?
AKSYS. Axis. AKSYS.
Hold
I
up.
pronounce it as Axis.
I'm gonna debate you.
Maybe it's pronounced differently.
I don't believe that's the actual studio. Hold on, Blaz. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
You know
I
Blaz,
haven't gotten all the.
And Guilty Gear is another game they've done too.
Yeah, let me figure that out.
Okay, so you want to finish what I was saying?
Arc System Works. Oh yeah,
See?
Axis.
Hey, that's what I said.
But it's spelled how I had in
It's
my head, but
weird.
it's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Okay, Axis Games, but it's developed and published in Japan by Arc System Works and localized in North America by Axis Games. So it's not really Axis Games.
Well, that's
Arc
what,
System Works created it.
well, it's Axis Games.
Ah.
So they actually bought this game from this dude to be able to release it.
okay.
Because originally the game got kickstarted, didn't make its goal,
And then died.
and then it would have died. But then Axis saw the potential in it,
Absolutely.
and it was like, you know what? We're gonna get it. You're gonna work for us. You're gonna make the game, and it's gonna be coming out spring of next year. It's
I
gonna.
didn't want to hear next year.
It is coming out. I guess they have to have some time to like adjust it to make it because it was
Yeah.
only one person making the game. Just that dude was one person making the game.
Oh God. Oh, okay. All right.
It was a one
Next
person-
year, that's fine. I didn't know. Just one person making the game.
But now it's gonna have more people, so they're gonna focus more on it.
Nice.
So it's a 2D fighting style game, which we used to play all the time.
Yep.
Remember?
So look,
fighting games?
based on what the picture looks like, it seems to me that it might be resemblance of a Blaz Blue.
You notice the graphics, right? It's very pixelated type of thing.
Absolutely.
It's like, but it looks awesome because I like the
And
way
I
it
think
looks.
that's going to be awesome.
Like I'm
that's gonna
excited.
be
I
another
like
one.
those type of fighting games too. Like
Yeah.
I love my Tekkens, I love my Soul Calibers, I do. But I like these two.
When it comes to
fighting
anime
too.
type of SD fighting games with core to the games, I remember I was playing the Blaz Blue when it first came out, and I was like, "This is hot."
So
but I
much
just
fun.
haven't like
Joe's a
excelled
huge fan
from
of
it.
those.
Oh,
type of
absolutely.
games. I know he's like obsessed with those
Yeah,
type of games.
and
That's
I
why he probably knows about this. I'm sure.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it next week, BBJ.
Yeah.
You'll be
'Cause I'm
out
sure-
here.
'cause I'm sure he knows about this,
Yes.
too.
So that's gonna be fantastic.
But yeah, this game looks awesome. I'm excited about it. Like I said, it's definitely giving me that anime fighting game vibes, which that's what I want. Another can't hurt to get another one type of those games. So I'm excited. I don't know if it's gonna be like a full blown like $60 title or not.
Nah, probably
But
like maybe
depending on what they
$40,
do,
and
but-
I would hope multi-platform.
I would hope so too.
Get all the money from everywhere.
Exactly.
Maybe it could be iOS. That'd be pretty cool to have some quality of that on an iOS device.
But yeah, I just like the fact that, it didn't do well on Kickstarter, but he still worked on this game and everything, and Access saw it and got it for him. Now they're gonna help him release it now.
See, seeing the hard work does pay off.
Exactly.
You're banging all that, and all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, I just made it in a big, huge company like that. I wonder how much did they pay for the rights for that, though.
That's why they didn't discuss that. I'm sure that's private. You can't exactly discuss things like that.
I mean, you could when it's all said and done.
Well, not right now. It's
you
still
wonder.
It's still the game doesn't come out till like next year, so we still got some time.
Yeah, you wonder.
So,
Dog
but
bit
yeah,
somebody. Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's it.
That is all we got, huh?
That's it.
Let's see some other breaking news that we can look up, because I swear there was another topic. Let me look up. Man, I got so many tabs open. Hold up.
Oh
Which
my
one?
God!
You forgot one?
Yes. So this is on the rumor, but let's be real. We already know the time of the month next month. Pokemon Presents is going to have a broadcast next month, early next month.
Okay.
But we know next month is E3 time, so it's not a
Okay.
complete shock.
Yeah.
But they haven't, of course, Nintendo didn't say anything, but it's been a thing. And apparently they're going to be revealing release dates for Pokemon Unite, which is pretty much League of Legends, but for Pokemon.
Yep.
And Pokemon Brilliant, Diamond, and Shining Pearl. They actually have some release dates, because both of those games will be coming out this year. So they're going to probably show about that. They haven't given out too much details, and I'm hoping that maybe with those two being talked about, they'll also talk more about remember the Pokemon Overworld game, the Pokemon Arceus, Hidden Legends Arceus.
Yep.
So that's why it's like it'll be good that they talk about that also. Along with, I don't know, any other new Pokemon news. Maybe we'll get the preview of J Balvin's new song then, too.
Oh, my God, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if they have live performances for E3 for Pokemon and the anniversary.
That would be pretty cool.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be pretty cool. Have Katy Perry perform her song live? That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool, yeah. And then J Balvin, we're gonna...
I'm sorry. I'm
Peach,
so
you gonna
curious
twerk?
of what that song is going to be.
Peach, you gonna twerk?
I'm so
Come on,
curious what
teaching
that
these
song
babies.
is going to be.
Why you gonna teach these babies to do all this stuff?
I'm pretty sure he's going to
Wrong,
make a
man.
child thing.
Wrong,
I'm
man.
sure.
Well, we don't know.
Oh, stop being, you frickin'.
We don't
boomer.
know.
You boomer.
Well, he's like
Boomer.
2 years old,
Boomer.
twerking to reggaeton music.
Boomer. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
God.
Okay.
That's sick.
I was kidding.
Generation, man. It's crazy.
That is such boomer talk.
It is, but I don't think everybody wants to watch a Pichu twerk to a J Balvin
Well, I'm
song.
pretty sure that's not gonna.
Poor kid is like 1 year old. It didn't even evolve yet.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh my god.
We'll see. Nothing has been shown off about that, right?
No,
So we don't know.
we don't know yet. So we'll see.
Don't know. No other topics, huh? That's it?
That's all.
There was other 2 topics, but I'm going to save it for next week because it's pretty hilarious and more details will come in, so I'm not going to speak on it too much.
Yeah.
But you went through all your notes. This time, next time, I'll get my images all locked in place.
Yeah.
So we'll
Make
be
it a
all
little
set.
more organized.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now we got the overlay all set and it looks gorgeous. Absolutely great. So thank you guys for the feedback on it. Again, follow, subscribe, comment, notification bell on all major social network platforms.
Make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you'll be notified when we go live.
Yes, sir. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and check out a new Patreon. Show support. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic.
It would be.
It would be. And again, sharing is caring. Share the video and just comments, negative, positive, let us know what we're going to build. And I think next week we should have hopefully our new streaming soon artwork, which will be pretty cool. So if we're tardy like this, it'll still be live, and everybody will
we'll
wait.
have our special guest.
And then our special guest as well, BBJ, Joe, and Joe's Continuum, which is an anime-centric podcast. So we're going to be talking about that. And, of course, video game. He is an Xbox fanboy. I wouldn't say fanboy, but he loves his Xbox. But
He knows his stuff, so we'll talk
he loves his
with him.
Xbox.
We'll pick his
And
brain out a bit.
We'll pick his brain. And we're going to talk about more of the Blast Blue because maybe he knows more about that situation that happened. So it might be a brand new type of fighting-centric game. So it's going to be great. Again, yeah. So I'm glad. Hopefully you understand what the Epic and Apple is turning out to be. I hope you understand all the Super Mario stuff and all that jazz. So we should be good to go. TikTok as well. Don't forget that.
Yes. We're gonna be uploading any more funny things. You're gonna show my amiibo hand thing. Is that what you're gonna show for the?
Yeah,
TikTok
shelf. Yeah. No liquid has been dropped today. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Okay.
No, show the cup. Is that good?
It's good.
It's good. Yeah. The highest viewed TikTok video would be your clumsy ass spilling stuff. Your surprised look with your eyes though was like,
I know. As soon as I see my eyes, I was like, oh wow, everyone could see that.
Everybody can see that, which is fantastic. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. This my little
Much
cheer.
love.
Actually, you didn't see it. No, now that you see it. Thank you.
Much love.